The virus is out. I repeat, the virus is out. Throw the first switch.
Sentence served.
Get ready. Get set.
Permission to freak out.
Go.
Opie.
We're the talk of the industry.
Anthony.
That's the way it's always been. The outcasts of radio. Bastards. No one truly wants our radio show. No one has balls anymore.
Your balls are showing.
Big, beefy, hanging, swinging nuts.
Throw the second switch.
Wow, this is even better than I imagined.
Love you, Opie. Love you, Anthony.
Boy, we're gonna have great fun.
Love you, Ben. Love you, Steve.
I hope you brought a big bag of smiles.
O-N-A. O-N-A.
You two are going to hell.
Shut up. Kill yourself.
Throw the third switch.
Opie and Anthony. The virus is spreading.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
The first shots have been fired. The war begins today. We take no prisoners. And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Hello. Show 34, I do believe.
34.
I'm still keeping track, Anthony.
You keep count. That's kind of weird.
I like counting.
I count when I leave my room. I have to count 10 times before I open the door. Then I got to open and close the door 3 times, and then I leave the room.
No, I'm not that bad.
You're not?
No.
Honestly?
Not really, no. I don't have the OCD like Norton does.
Norton?
What are you talking about? I don't count things.
Counting is not...
But that's the sick one everyone really knows about.
Except for Cash from at the end of a sexual experience.
There you go. 1, 2.
No, you have to do certain things.
You do?
No.
Oh my God, you talk about it for 20 minutes in your act.
Certain rituals?
That was old stuff. I used to spin in a circle, and I used to have to hop on my right foot and land on the sidewalk crack. But that's old stuff. I don't do that anymore.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it's like an OCD, almost borderline Tourette's thing. I don't do that anymore.
That's what I mean. I'm not saying
I
that.
have to run under a porch and...
I'm not saying you're a counter.
1 bob, 2 bob, 3 bob. 1 bob, 2 bob, 3 bobs.
I'm not saying you're a counter or anything, but you got some OCD in you.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
They say most people have OCD in them. But it's
Is it OCD or just like, because I like to knock wood. I do the knock wood thing whenever somebody says something.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to tighten my mic, that's all.
What's your mic?
Yeah.
Your cord's getting wrapped around the thing.
I don't know. Wrap it around your hand.
What are you doing? We're trying to do a radio show.
And me too, Opie. I'm just trying to tighten her all up and get the ship right.
All right, as you're getting ready over there, I'll do the standard line. I want to welcome everyone that turned on their XM satellite radios overnight. This is the O&A virus spreading across America.
And brand new people that just are here on the show now today are going, oh, look, he's welcoming us.
I know.
But you're not special. We welcome everyone every day.
Every single day. And I got to tell you, this show, man, more than the old show, has become a soap opera.
Yeah.
There are so many things coming and going.
More gooder.
And it's getting harder and harder to explain everything. I know we're going to be taking next Thursday and Friday off for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And I believe we're going to play catch-up for all the new listeners.
Yes.
Because I get email every day. I still don't know what Monster Rain is.
How could you not know what Monster Rain is?
And then when we start talking about the marshmallow today, people are going to be like, what's the marshmallow about?
I just got my radio today. I just tuned in, and they're talking about Opie and a marshmallow.
Right. Well, when we take a couple days off, we'll play catch-up, and you'll be up to speed, as they say. Jimmy? There you go.
Yeah, just tighten it up. That's all.
Are you happy, you freaking diva?
Oh,
I want my mic tight so I can contribute.
I want a tight microphone.
Nice tight microphone.
You are a diva.
I'm not a diva. I happen to be a very nice guy.
You know, we could start with this. Steve worked, I don't know, for hours after the show to get back at you, I do believe.
I don't appreciate it.
Because you do give him the business. And he came up with this from yesterday.
What is this?
All right, what's the problem?
Oh, boy.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
The Emperor is not happy with his coffee.
Oh, no. Are we going to have to break into...
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
Look at that cup. What brand is on that cup?
I don't know.
It doesn't taste good. I don't like it.
Where do we get our coffee every day?
I like Starbucks.
Starbucks.
And I don't like supporting the savages that run most of these delis.
You're insane.
Yup.
You betcha. You might be right.
Yeah.
Want this?
Hey, want to taste this?
Wow, that's really nice.
What?
Throw it against the wall.
I'm not diving it.
I'm a diva.
I want Starbucks coffee.
You betcha.
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
I know Starbucks is a big world order type of thing.
At least they're not funding terrorism.
And there you have it. Steve worked really hard on that.
Great.
So
He does get so upset when his coffee isn't perfect
Yeah,
from Starbucks.
I'm particular.
Yes, you are.
Steve worked so hard on that he wasn't able to lay his clothes out overnight.
No?
No, Ben loves to gossip. He comes running in here all giggly, going,
Ben is like like a one-man quilting bee.
Well, here's what it was. We're all ragging on each other because we all dressed the same today.
So I said,
No. See, something has happened with Anthony and I. I don't know. I mean, we've been doing radio for 10 years, and once again, we came to work wearing very similar clothes. This is the third time it has happened.
Yeah.
We both broke out fleeces today, and they're
My fleece.
and they're the exact same fleeces.
Yeah.
I walk in to say hi, and I just start laughing. Like, what are you doing?
Oops. Yeah, and that shows you something because I don't even notice those things. I have no clue what I have on. I look at you, you're wearing the same fleeces I'm wearing. I wouldn't have noticed all day long. But, we're wearing the same thing.
We're kind of like twins separated at birth at this point.
I have a marshmallow up my ass. Also, oops.
And then some guy, he's really pissed at me because I finished your sentences. He goes, you weren't doing it for a while, but you're starting to finish Anthony's sentences again. Stop it. It's really annoying. And then because that guy said that, I noticed I do that.
Really?
But I think it's because we've been working together for so long. See? Because that's what I said to you this morning, too. I said, you do the same damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been,
It's been
10 years, so.
Yeah.
just say it. You're a
Kinda
couple.
happens.
No, we're not a couple. Relax on that. You know that
Go to
Anthony.
the movies?
Anthony and I have barely touched as friends. Barely.
right.
I think we've given each other maybe 2 or 3 handshakes
Handshakes.
in our lives. Never the guy hug.
I'm not a touchy-feely kind of guy.
We never did the handshake, half hug
Handshake thing.
We haven't done any of that. We barely touched.
No,
When it happens, it's going to happen.
This is kind of new stuff, too,
I think when this radio show's finally done and we go our separate ways, it'll just be like, all right, take it easy, man. Little wave.
Take it easy, man.
I'll walk one way, he'll walk the other way,
I'll
and
call you.
and that'll be it.
I'll call you.
And that'll be it. Or
Said
kind
no.
of like old school when Will Ferrell's character finally breaks up with his chick in the graveyard.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's one of my favorite lines of the movie. It's this deep thing. They're breaking up. It's over. They're going to start their own separate lives, and all he has to say is, "Good stuff."
Good stuff, man.
That's all he had to say. I think that's how it's going to be with us. Good
That's
stuff.
it.
Hey, good stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Take it easy.
Years ago, there wasn't a lot of touching in male relationships. You had your friends. I see, like, cousins of mine now that are 18 and stuff, and they got their friends, and they come up and, like, they do the shake hand, big hug thing, mouth getting real close to the other guy's ear. You're like, hey, what's up, man? What's up? As they're embracing a little bit. Do the little chest-like thing where you kind of, like, bump your forearm into the chest and grab the back, and it was maybe like a handshake growing up.
Well, the problem is the big one is the handshake half hug. I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm all about just a quick fist.
That's
little
nice.
tap of the fist.
Could
Boom.
somebody isolate that?
A quick fist with some lard spread all over it.
An emperor comes to your wedding. I'm all about a quick fist.
A fist with fluffernutter on it.
I'm here with my fist.
Caligula!
Just a quick fist.
Yeah.
A little tap. That's
Lube it up.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
You isolate that one.
I don't like I don't like the hugging handshake thing either. That's a little too much touching for me. I'm not a touchy-feely guy. Very uncomfortable.
Well, I want to bring up something. The show has gotten it's gotten too gay.
Well, after yesterday.
The show has gotten too gay. And we're getting a lot of complaints. They're like, dudes, what happened to all the hot chicks?
Right. It's true.
So we really got to go
agree.
overboard with hot chicks now.
I agree.
All right? We need some hardcore action today on this radio show. We need a couple to try to become the sexiest state in America today.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened is that we entered the gay zone and we don't know how to get out of it. Because of this ass.
Little Jimmy?
Look, he's got his book in front of him, The Rent Boys.
Yeah. It's not gay.
It is. I have been listening to the replays. It is beyond gay.
Yeah.
Well, punishment.
Uber gay.
It's uber gay with barely any humor attached to it.
Yeah.
It is just horrific.
It's just gay.
And I need to acknowledge that today. We need some kind of hot, sexy bitch to give us a call and do something really crazy.
So we'll put the word out.
I just did. We'll see what happens, all right?
Couple for hottest state, sexiest state in the United States.
Right, okay?
You call up, you have a little fun time, a little sex with your significant other, and leave the phone there on the bed for us to listen in.
Right.
And then the listeners listen and go, wow, they kind of vote, kind of instant feedback or call. And before you know it, you're the sexiest state. You're representing the sexiest state.
When we go to break a little later this hour, we'll play the sexiest state sweeper so you can get the idea and see what California did to become the sexiest state in America, all right? A lot of email overnight, Anthony. I'm not going to give up on this marshmallow thing.
Uh-oh.
I was in the barrel yesterday. I understand that. I shared with you guys. I got killed. That's fine. And I put the word out there that there were other people like me that pledged these fraternities,
Well,
were in the military, and had to do really weird, borderline gay crap, even though it was like a manly organization that you were trying to get into.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like I was 18 when I pledged my fraternity, okay?
Ooh.
And all I wanted to do was like bang sorority girls and drink out of a keg. That's all.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I did the marshmallow thing.
Keg became mule. And
Yeah. Big
the rest
thing.
is history.
Hose hanging off the end.
So you pledge, and it gets a little gee.
Yeah.
Gee. But then when that's done, then it's like, wow, look how cool we are.
Then you got to look at the guys. Don't you think, like, God, that's the guy that made me get naked.
Why do you think fraternities do so many drugs? They're trying to forget. They're trying to forget. They're trying to drown the memories. Why do you think the shrooms and cocaine and acid and ecstasy is so popular amongst the frat houses?
I don't get it. I think you should just, this guy, will let him in. All right, you're in. Like, I don't understand why so much abuse.
I don't know.
Whether, gay or just violent or anything. I don't understand the whole abuse thing if you're trying to bring someone into your organization.
Yep. Well, a few emails I want to read, and then we'll move on. Ooh, the coffee's here. Are you happy, Jim?
Oh, is that to your specifications, Jimmy?
Medium iced latte. I'm very thrilled.
And what is that white stuff on the bottom?
I don't know. I guess it's a little something from him to me.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
It's the latte's
Your latte. Oh, there you go. All right.
Oh,
Jimmy's happy with his coffee. Opie, happy?
I'm very happy with
mine
today.
Look at everyone happy with their coffee.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Wait.
Oh, what?
Two covers.
Not happy? They bamboozled you?
Don't worry, dude. I'm not
coffee cover? Do you see the look of fear that he'll be reading from Rent Boys?
I was trying to sip out the coffee and nothing was happening.
That's so it doesn't spill on the way up all over the elevator like Ben's.
Bill needs coffee. Okay, so a couple emails and then we'll move on. This girl Chris writes, brilliant display of balls with the marshmallow story, Opie. The guys made you pay, but it was good radio. Monster Rain and marshmallow ass bombs. Tell Aunt he's next.
I don't have a story.
And then she writes, can you throw on Total Recalling again sometime this week? Keep it more gooder. You'll have a story.
I wish the closest I have is the Tree Fort story. That's about it. I don't have a marshmallow story. I don't have a Monster Rain story.
You'll have a story. I forgot about the marshmallow thing. All of a sudden, something's going to hit on this
You
show.
think maybe I'm repressing memories?
All of a sudden,
I hope
something
so.
is going to hit on this show, and you're going to join little Jimmy and I.
I seriously don't think I'm repressing anything.
Because the tree fort story is really good, but, you know.
You didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything, and you just had to fall asleep and make believe you were snoring. That's easy.
If he was a real young go-getter, he would have,
That's right. Just turned you over.
not pay attention to my fake snoring.
We got to clear these lines. Thinking about where was Jimmy? Yeah, get rid of everybody. I really don't care if the Boneyard guy is still at it. I really don't.
Is it a bit now? Go back and forth. Now it's your turn, Opie.
That's probably a bit. Probably want some attention on a show that's actually getting a lot of people listening. T-Bone writes, Anthony, in the email, my fraternity brothers made us drive down to Pat's Cheesesteaks in Philly.
Oh, that's harsh.
I begged guys to come forward and admit that they did some weird crap.
Share, so you're not the only one in the barrel.
So this guy had to go down to Pat's Cheesesteaks in Philly to pick up steaks and a large cup full of their patented jalapeno-infused hot sauce.
Well, that doesn't sound that bad.
All right. When we arrived back at the house with the steaks, the brothers had us go down to the basement. It's always in the basement, by the way, where they made us drop trow and lay on the floor, asses up, all in a row. They proceeded to walk down the row, pouring this hot sauce down our ass cracks. Gravity took over, and the sauce ended up all over our junk. We then had to pull up our pants up, and do miscellaneous calisthenics, like squat thrusts and jumping jacks for 15 minutes, but it seemed like a fucking eternity. They finally let us go, and the 10 of us rushed back to the dorm rooms to take showers and burn our underwear. Instead of relief, it felt like someone had taken a blowtorch to our junk because that opened up the skin pores. Horrific experience. Also on our hell night, all of the brothers had eaten bags and bags of shrooms and were going out of their minds trying to make our lives miserable. Hallucinogenics were banned from all hell nights thereafter, and I've been trying to put that night out of my mind for years. Thanks for bringing this crap up again, Opie. All right? That's one.
That's really bad.
There's a million of them.
I don't know how gay that is, though. Hot sauce in the crack is pretty funny. Then make you pull your pants up and exercise. I don't know. It's pretty funny, man.
Dude, it's
the whole theme is this getting a
the
room
whole theme
full
of being naked
guys.
in front of another guy and then doing stuff to his ass crack.
Yeah.
And what do you mean you don't know if it's gay?
Hot sauce down the crack and then pull your pants up and go exercise. I don't know. There's
I'll give you funny.
Yeah.
But
all right.
definitely,
all right. Here you go. You don't think it's gay? I will find a person to come in here and do that. Well, I don't care what it takes. I think we're going to be giving out MyFis in the near future, and I will get you hot sauce and you do it.
I don't want to do it.
He doesn't want to do it. Doesn't mean it's
no.
not
I don't
funny.
mean you'll pour the hot sauce.
I know what you mean. I don't want to do that either.
Why not?
Maybe I'll help towel him off.
Why not?
After because
it's weird and it's gay.
Weird, yeah. I don't want to see a guy's open crack.
Use his ass as a little dip bowl, maybe later. Give me one of those poppers.
All right. Mike from Massachusetts. Here's two quick hazing stories straight from Full Metal Jacket. I went to the Coast Guard Academy, which was, I guess, some brutal hazing. All right. The violent story. The guy in charge of us found a glass jar of peanuts in someone's bunk, just like Sergeant Hartman. He held it up and shouted, "Peanuts? What the fuck are peanuts doing in someone's bunk?" He then smashed the jar on the floor and made us do a shitload of push-ups on the broken glass. We got cut up beyond belief, all right? And now he writes, this is the gay story. 20 of us were piled into a 12-by-12 shower room to clean up. That in itself was gay enough. We had to share nozzles with two other people.
Oh.
But to top it all off, one night he made us all get on the floor of the shower and start banging out push-ups. We were all buried under ass, dick, feet, and heads.
Oh, see, now you're a wet group of men in contact with each other in the shower. That's who would make guys do this?
And
it's the guys that are doing it are bad enough, but they want to be in this fraternity or something so bad for some reason that they do it. But the guys that are making the guys do it, those are the ones that you got to question. You got to question their sexuality.
Because you volunteered to do that, to be like one on the pledge committee.
Yeah.
Like after I got in, I didn't want anything to do with any of that stuff. So I just kind of,
And
whatever.
why would you come up with these ideas like that?
Oh, they go back,
You're
man.
naked.
They go back to the 50s, the 40s. This is tradition. That's the weird part. It's not like every year a fraternity or one of these military.
They don't come up with new stuff.
I guess maybe here and there, but in general, it's stuff they've been doing for decades.
So it's like Voss's act.
So somewhere along the line, some fraternity was really, really gay.
Yeah, that must have been it.
Right.
Somewhere down the line.
Somewhere down the line, it was really, really gay, and they just did it year after year after year after year. This guy, Rusty Trombone, he wrote me a 5-page email.
Jesus. And
I just highlighted the more interesting parts. I mean, this guy is traumatized to this day. Swears he's straight as an arrow, married, has kids and all that.
But it still affects him.
But I guess I brought up a memory yesterday because that has always been in the back of my mind. It's like, why did we have to do this weird homoerotic crap to get into a manly institution? All right, so this guy writes, all right, we enter the room where lineups took place, and Pink Floyd's Welcome to the Machine was playing. All right, Anthony? The first thing we did after the song finished was strip naked again, stripping naked, and the pledge master would take a candle one by one to each of us to illuminate our junk to see whose was the biggest.
Oh, I thought when you said took a candle to us, it kind of got scary for a minute.
I guess the room was really dark. Everyone was naked.
I thought you meant he did something with the candle.
And the pledge master takes the candle to take a gander at everyone's junk.
It's very dark.
As everyone's
no one
lined
sees
up,
anything.
right, to see whose was the biggest. Big boys got wows. Small boys got belly laughs.
Oh. So you mean if they see a big one, they would comment on it?
Everyone would be like, wow.
Wow. Ooh. And then they hold the candle up, and you see a wee little winky.
Yeah.
And you get, oh, how degrading.
Yeah, exactly. So the belly laughs. They made us then put our clothes back on, and the whole house then proceeded to empty the contents of our kitchen onto us while we did push-ups. Tomato sauce, garlic, olive oil, you name it. It was on us. This went on for hours, the whole night, while doing push-ups, sit-ups, etc. Okay? Then later on in this email, we did the old naked pick up a grape in my ass and drop it into the bowl bit.
It's not a marshmallow.
It's they were using grapes, Anthony.
Grapes are a little tougher. I think marshmallows have a self-adhering quality to them where you wouldn't have to really get a good grip on it, but a grape, oof.
See, with a marshmallow, you don't really have to commit.
Yeah.
You don't have to commit as much with a marshmallow if you think about it.
Kind of sit on it, I guess.
That's kind of whatever. With a freaking grape, you have to commit to get that thing. Lift that thing up hands-free, okay?
And the next day, we all had a big bowl of grapes.
First one who got 3 in the bowl won a brownie. They won a brownie. Must have been a pot brownie or something. The rest did push-ups again. That being done, the event of the evening was a naked obstacle course around the house.
Oh!
The two things I remembered most was one stage where we had to recite the creed while 3 brothers hurled drenched wads of TP at us. The second to last stage was at the top floor, where before us on the ground laid a picture of a naked centerfold. On the brothers' orders of "fuck the pussy," we got down on the ground and dry humped the paper until they told us to stop. About 10 minutes later, we realized what that mysterious substance was on the paper that was covering our genitals. Tabasco and Icy Hot. Holy S.
Huh.
And then it goes on. I mean, this thing is really long, but I'm almost done, actually. Day 4 of Hell Week, I guess this is, Anthony. Here's where it really got messed up. We were kept away from our basement where the lineups took place the whole day. 10 p.m. at night, in our changing room on the second floor, our pledge master came in and told us to get naked.
Get naked.
And close our eyes and follow them downstairs. So we do this. Getting naked at this point was no big deal for us. We head toward the basement single file and enter the lineup room, which was like 40 feet by 10 feet. As we walk in, I noticed we were entering about 3 inches of water. I opened my eyes, and every brother in the house was in the room, butt naked, laying on their backs, with their legs up over their heads, giving us a view of 60 balloon knots. What the F? I want to go on record. I didn't do anything. I mean, I told you the worst thing I had to do.
Yeah.
This stuff is bizarre. The room had become a bathtub.
Funky treasures.
The room had become a bathtub because of the water they had on the floor, right? And then all the brothers were yelling, "Psych!" Whatever that means. They were 60 guys drinking naked, playing slip and slide across the basement floor, which was now a 40 by 10 bathtub. Holy S. Let me repeat that. 60 guys naked in a basement converted to a bathtub, playing slip and slide and drinking beer. Nothing sexual going on, but still freaky.
Nothing sexual going on.
Other than the little
That's
glances.
One of the brothers told me that there are pictures in our vault of brothers doing this back in the 1950s. Exactly what we were just saying. Could you imagine guys with buzz cuts and Mickey Mantle posters on their wall doing this in 1953?
Oh, yes.
Needless to say, I'm still disturbed by this. Blah, blah, blah. And then he signs it, still straight as an arrow and married.
How awful is that?
Leave the water running in the whites-only fountain. Get it all flooded down there? Sure. Back in the old days.
What else did they do in the 50s? All right, good. Go touch a Negro. You have to run and just go pat the elbow of a Negro and run back. I did it.
John in Jersey, what's going on?
Hey, Opie, I want to ask you, once you got on a fraternity, what you had to do to the pledges?
I couldn't be bothered. I just said that. I mean, you volunteered to kind of mess with the pledges. I couldn't be bothered. That's the God's honest truth. Because then I started hanging out at the bar I was DJing at with like all the bartenders and stuff.
You were never involved in any hazing after you got in?
Not really, no.
Not at all.
Well, I was the worst I did, I was a runner back then, so I would take the pledges on runs. That was it.
Like, hip, 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 hip.
That was
Those
it.
kind of runs?
Yeah, I wasn't going to do any of the homoerotic crap.
No, you little Marine Corps jogging, did you?
Oh, yeah, I did.
1, 2, 3, 4. Open your assholes and lay on the floor.
Fugly, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. What's going on?
I've got two stories for you. When I was in frat about 20 years ago. The first one we used to do was called the Elephant Walk.
The Elephant Walk, yes?
Yeah, that's basically where they got all the pledges down on their hands and knees. Would take masking tape and put it between your nose and your pledge brother's asshole. And you all had to walk in a line. And if anyone broke the tape, they would take the tape off, cut it in half, and shorten the distance between your nose and the guy in front of you's asshole. And this was to build teamwork.
Build teamwork, yeah.
That would, wow. That would work. That does work, though. Go slow. You betcha.
You certainly don't want to break that tape.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
Cut it in half.
Know what the problem with the Elephant Walk is? You find out which guy is gay.
Yeah.
Oops. I can't help myself.
My tape broke.
My tape broke.
Mario, what happened? I don't know.
You've been doing this after about an hour of doing calisthenics and sweating your ass off, and believe me, you did not want your nose to these guys' butt crack.
Oh, that is hilarious.
The second thing they used to do to us, we had a second floor landing when they do the lineup, and they'd get all the pledges down, have them spread their butt cheeks to the air, and the guys would stand up top with eggs and bomb your assholes, then pour flour on you and make what they used to call pledge pancakes.
Pledge pancakes.
Yeah, but the whole idea was to try to have the best aim and get the egg to break, falling 2 stories right in your asshole.
Oh, my God. All right. Thank you, Fugly.
Take care, guys.
All right.
You suck.
Yeah, right on. Let's say hi to Joker in South Carolina. Joker.
Hey, what's going on, O&A?
What's up?
Boo-boo.
Hi.
Listen, I've got a kind of a sort of gay story. I was in the United States Navy, and I got into submarines, and I went across the equator, and they had trash and everything thrown on the galley floor, and we were in our underwear, and they had us pull them up in our butt crack like a damn thong.
Wait, what did he say? It crapped out on me there.
I think they made him
hold on.
pull the underwear up into his butt crack like a thong.
Yeah.
Like a thong, and then the chief of the boat, this big fat fucker, was sitting in a chair like King Neptune. We had to crawl across the garbage, and we were blindfolded, crawl across his junk and lick jelly out of his belly button.
Oh, my God. That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Joker, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman would never make you do that.
Wow.
That's how you became a shellback, when you crossed the equator in a submarine.
Yeah, isn't that it's so weird, this stuff.
But that didn't make us gay, did it?
No, I don't.
No. Licking jelly out of another man's belly button with your underwear pulled between your ass cheeks.
Of course not.
How do you think I got this gig?
All right, Joker, thank you. All right, cool. Let's go to Joe in Jersey. Let's go, Joe.
Bunch of men in a submarine for months on end.
I think we might have to start a new rule.
Yeah.
That we don't go to the phones until 6:30. Give everyone a chance to have their first cup of coffee. You
Just
notice how
settle
everyone's
in.
just slightly slow that first half hour of the show? Joe, what's going on?
Guys, how you doing?
All right.
Listen, I've been a fan since you guys came over to New York, and you're sitting here talking about the fraternities. Listening to your show, it's just like a fraternity the way you guys haze your guests.
You're kind of right. I mean, I told my old fraternity brothers that being in that frat definitely influenced some of the way I do radio. Except for we don't do the homoerotic crap. Unless it's Norton bringing in rent boys, but
there you go.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're gonna take the gay out of the show hopefully today.
Yeah.
Good,
this is
guys.
a good start.
I mean,
Chance Rush from Fairfield, California, brings up a great point that I never thought about. The frats are Greek, and look at the ancient Greek customs.
You're right.
Very gay. They like the naked wrestling and stuff. And you know what Greek means if you speak Greek.
Right.
Yes.
The ass sex. So perhaps they've carried that over to the whole Greek thing with the fraternities, and you got to be a bunch of naked guys in order to get in.
Let's go to Dave in PA. What's up, Dave?
Yeah, I was on the Battleship Iowa in the Navy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to corroborate that other guy's story. When we had to do the shellback thing, we crossed the equator. We crawled through all that garbage, and we got to the chief at the end. He had lard smeared all over his belly, and we had to pick a cherry out of his belly button.
See, that guy's got to be gay. I mean, how does he volunteer for that? Like, yeah, I'll be the guy with the lard all over my belly and stuff in my belly button.
They get a big kick out of it. I mean, it's a big deal. I guess the shellback tradition has been since the Navy started.
Right.
And, the chiefs, they get a real big kick. And then the shellbacks are already on the ship. They get their jollies by beating people in the ass with pieces of cut-up fire hose.
That's crazy.
One queer probably started that in like 1850, and they couldn't get rid of the tradition. How about maybe they could pick up on the tailhook thing and then rape everyone as the submarine crosses? God almighty, how irritating is that?
All right, well, we're going to step aside and continue with the Opie and Anthony show. As we go to break, a lot of people requesting clips from How's Your News that we did about, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, yes.
Just really quickly, I want to play the Rob Riner one where Rob Riner has to sing with this retard.
Oh. Yeah, it's a bunch of retards that do the news.
Right.
They made their own little news show. And one retard, they got an interview with Rob Riner. And I'm sure Rob loved being called Meathead.
Yeah. Check this out.
Successful director.
Hi,
Meathead.
this is Ronnie Simonson. Today I'm interviewing the Meathead. All in the family. And of course, we used to sing that sing song. And today...
Boy, the way Glenn played.
Stars that made the head parade. Gods are like we had it, man. Those were the days. And you know what you were then.
Girls were girls and men were men.
Mister, we can use a Democrat Party like Kerry again.
There you go.
It's time to find America's sexy state.
Let's hear it for California.
This guy's a champ, man.
Lucky girl.
Oh, God. I need a towel.
Yeah.
I need a towel. Come on. There are plenty from the other booth, too. Thumbs up. Stop, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jim. Think you can do better? Call Opie and Anthony live at 866-WOW-1-WOW and give it your best shot.
How big does that thing get?
It's the O&A virus. XM 202. XM News, talk, sports, and information. It's everything all the time.
One is all that you can
Don't look confused, Jim. The two tribes have gone to war. Frankie goes to Hollywood. What's wrong?
I can't hear the music. I couldn't hear the opening music, so maybe it's just my headphones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice article on O&A in the New York Post today. Really showing that XM Satellite Radio is definitely the better company by far.
Yes. And the place to be.
Can they find like a current picture of you and I, though? My God.
How old was that one?
Maybe 3 years ago.
3?
Yeah. They kind of just compare XM Satellite Radio with the Little Doggy Company, and it's very obvious that XM Satellite Radio just kicks their ass on all levels. So, don't want to bore you with the details. They do show the hardware, and it doesn't even compare. They show the Little Doggies like fish finders, and then they show our sleek new MiFi.
That's right.
MiFi, which pretty much is what, the Walkman type device. You don't even want to say Walkman. It's more like an iPod.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you could listen to XM Satellite Radio while you're walking around,
completely
doing what you
portable.
Do. Completely portable.
Not some adaptation of some huge unit that you got to carry around a big battery pack with.
When's that coming out, by the way? At the end of the month?
Very soon.
Yeah.
I think
Just
within the
in
next
time
week or
for
two.
Christmas.
Yeah, so it's going to it's going to sell out. It's going to be unbelievable. They're going to have to make more already.
But you can listen live and you can download. Like if I want to download a show and listen live, you can do both. You have both options?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, I definitely get that.
Yeah, so let's say you're going on a plane and you want to listen to the Opie and Anthony show or whatever. So you just you dock it in your computer, tell it what to download. It'll download all the show or whatever, some of the music channels, and then while you're doing your cross country flight or what have you, you could be listening to XM Satellite Radio. It's amazing. Right. And the Little Doggy Company doesn't have anything close to that. They're well over a year behind in that technology alone. Rumor has it they're going to be giving away some of their hardware today.
Uh-oh.
I hope they're also giving away wheelbarrows so the people could bring it home.
Wheelbarrows and hand trucks.
Hand trucks. Oh, gee,
see that?
Gee, thanks for this piece of junk.
Loading it in. That thing is just an infernal machine. You see those unit, the one they showed in the paper? Like this big boxy thing.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is,
ridiculous.
We know for a fact, XM has just their technology department is just unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And then what happens is the Little Doggy Company, they take the hardware, they have to take it apart, figure out how to do it right, and it takes them a good year to catch up. And then by that point, XM Satellite Radio is already moving on to the next generation of cool stuff. It's not even close.
Yeah, when XM puts something out, they're already looking at the future and what that's going to evolve into.
I know this is radio, but is that their boombox?
Yeah.
Holy S!
I swear
That's not
to
a
you,
boombox. It's a. What is that?
You know what it looks like? It looks like the radio that you have to blow up in video games. You know, the ones that are sitting on the desk and you walk in and have to hit it with a crowbar or something or shoot it. That's what they look like. It's got a big dial on it.
Wow.
Big executioner's dial. When I dial the voltage up.
When I saw this picture in the New York Post today, I thought that was a joke.
I know.
It looks like the first speaker you ever got. Remember the first wooden speaker you got?
Oh, yeah.
That was, I don't want to exaggerate this, but it looks maybe 8 inches high and maybe a foot wide. They're bragging over that?
I know. Well, there you go.
But you could read about it in the New York Post today, page 50. It's in, like, the Pulse section. Just proving that XM Satellite Radio is the way to go. You guys already know that because you got your XM Satellite Radio and you're listening to Opie and Anthony on high voltage. So don't have to spend too much time in that. Right, Anthony?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to be giving away MiFis all next week or starting soon. We don't know the exact date. And also, really good news. We fought for this, and we won a battle with Washington. The online streaming of the Opie and Anthony show will continue.
Yes.
It was supposed to be for a limited time. We're like, no way, man. There's no way.
I like listening, hearing people that are listening from England.
Yep.
Yeah,
and they call up.
So spread the word. You could listen to the Opie and Anthony show online. Online. You just sign up for that. I think you could just sign up for the online stream, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be part of another package.
Oh yeah,
I think so. I'm not positive about that, but it was supposed to be a temporary thing, and we fought and they saw it our way, Anthony. So
got guys in Iraq listening.
Yeah, it's
cool.
great.
Oh, that's right.
Definitely.
So
cool.
tell your friends about the online streaming of the Opie and Anthony show. I think that's very, very cool, and it's cheap. So for all you knuckleheads out there that are getting the show for free, we need a few of you guys to pay for it. It would be nice, okay? You know, we're not going to try to shut you down because that's not my style and Ant's style, but, you know, help us out a little bit.
There you go.
Pay for something. I think it's like $5 a month or something ridiculous.
Pay for something.
Just pay for something.
Sounds like you're talking to Earl. Pay for something, for God's sake.
Please,
I love these guys online. Like, I am once in a while like, dude, I love the show, but I'm not paying for radio. It's like, then you know what, dude? Don't pay for radio. Listen to the same garbage that's on commercial. I mean,
yeah, see that argument? People have no idea. I mean, we're talking to the converted. The people that are listening to this right now, they get it. Yeah. You know, the challenge, and it shouldn't even be a challenge anymore, is to tell your friends, you have no idea what you're paying for.
That's like somebody saying, I'm not paying for TV.
Absolutely.
Because they'd rather just put the rabbit ears up on their television and get the basic channels that you get. You're not paying for TV. You're paying for something a lot more than TV, and you're paying for more than just radio.
I was reading an email. Some guy had his antenna stolen, so he had to go back to regular radio. He can't believe it. He's like, why didn't I do this, you know, 2-3 years ago when it first started?
Because it's so hard to go back to regular radio after you've done this.
Right. As soon as you show someone what this is about, people are like, where do I start paying? It's just unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, all right. This guy has a great idea. He's in New York City. It's Twin Man. What's up, Twin Man?
Good morning, guys.
How are you, buddy?
Hi. Excellent. Stuck in traffic on the throughway.
Oh, that blows.
Yeah, listen, in an effort to make this show more gooder,
yeah,
what we're going to do is we're going to get the sorority sisters to call in.
Oh, sorority sisters?
Dude, your phone stinks. I got the gist, and I'll help you out here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We told all the frat stories, but there's a lot of women out there, hopefully, that joined sororities, and they probably had to do some really hot lesbian stuff.
You think that happened?
I don't know.
You know something? I don't think I've ever heard of a sorority hazing. I've never heard of a story of a sorority hazing. What goes on? Do they paddle each other's lil bottoms? Is it drinking until they pass out?
Oh, a guy can dream. A guy can dream.
It's my little stuff.
Never makes the news. Like, you never hear of a sorority hazing gone bad and someone being taken to the hospital or dying or something. What do they do?
What do we? That's where we have to go with this, because I think a lot of people have heard the hazing stories over the years, but no one has really stepped inside the sorority house. What goes on in that basement?
Out of her snatch.
That's probably just put in, you know, corny women are. Put an egg on the spoon. Run, girls, whoever drops this to pick the eggs up.
Oh, you're probably right. You are probably right.
There's no hot sauce in the box or anything you really want to hear about.
Put a book on your head and see if you could walk straight across the room.
And if not, you have to pick it up and read a chapter.
The egg thing would be great if the girl had ovary cancer and it was her last egg.
Oh. Yeah, I got ovary cancer.
Yeah. That's cool.
And this is the last one, and you got to get it to the freeze-dried test tube. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm funny, right?
You have to carry the little lumpy, as opposed to ovarian cancer. She has ovary cancer.
I know. Jesse from Texas. Fuck you. It's still early. You got the gist of the joke, didn't you? Ovarian cancer.
Cancer in a cock.
Hey, Jesse, what's up?
Yeah, medical history.
Hey, just out here working.
All right, what do you got? Real fast, come on.
Hey, XM's coming out with a navigator for your vehicle. It's in Popular Science.
What?
Oh, yeah?
XM Navigator.
Navigator.
Are you serious or are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. They coming out to where you find all your traffic jams and how to get around them.
Yeah, it's almost like your nav system for that you get in the cars these days, which shows you which road to take, but it adds in the extra feature of telling you where the traffic jams are and showing it on your screen, and the navigator then altering your course so you can go around the traffic.
I understand Sirius has the same thing. Like, if a vehicle has had their Sirius radio fall onto the highway while the crews are doing cleanup and people are going around it, they'll tell you where the traffic is.
Yeah, there's a story in the paper about a frozen turkey going through a windshield and critically injuring this woman. But at first, they weren't sure if it was a frozen turkey or a serious
Yeah, someone's serious unit flew out. Could be a danger.
Could have been the antenna that fell off the roof.
Well, they knew it was. They decided it was the turkey because the turkey stock prices were better.
I love being with XM Satellite Radio. In the end, we love being here. You guys got to understand that. And our office is just about done, by the way.
I know.
Looks very good.
We actually went in there the first time today.
Yeah.
As me, Ben, Opie went in there, stood there with our hands on our hips, looking around, going, uh-huh, uh-huh, yep, yep,
mm-hmm. And the Frank's Place studio is just about complete. And Anthony...
It cracked me up,
Anthony
man.
giggling like a little schoolgirl because they have the Frank's Place huge...
Remember the sign that used to be in
huge
here?
sign that used to be in here?
It was the size of the Opie and Anthony sign that's in here
That
now.
took
which
its
is,
place.
How wide is that?
My God, that's...
4 feet? 5 feet?
No, that's
it's
bigger
4
than
feet
that.
high at least and 10 feet wide.
It's really wide. They had to cut the Frank's Place sign down to about
a quarter,
2.5 feet wide to fit on the wall of the studio. So you see this little cramped Frank's Place sign, and you know that the wings of it, the ends of it, extended another 5 feet out on either side.
But they don't really have room for that.
Yeah, when you walk in there, hey, look, it's Ank's Ace.
That's tiny. And I love the fact that it's a tiny little studio.
That's cool, though. He'll be happy. His guys on studio. We got our thing. It'll all work out.
The size of a crapper, honey. I'm not happy.
So, but our studio...
I have bigger turlets.
Our studio and now our office. I think I'm going to start hanging out in the office
Oh!
starting tomorrow. Finally.
Starting tomorrow.
We got the computers up. It looks good.
It looks really good. Let's go to the Reaper.
On the desk.
Hey,
Oh,
guys.
yeah, hold on. I got to
computers.
thank, what's Ken's last name from XM?
Aiken.
Yeah, Ken Aiken just rocks.
Bravo, Ken.
Is he the guy that was here yesterday? That was he
Yeah.
Scottish or Australian?
Yeah, you were talking to him.
Yeah, he's cool.
The guy's awesome because he had no idea that the job wasn't getting done to his satisfaction. So he said, F that, and he took it upon himself to get up here and make sure the job got done.
Job well done.
Jim talked to him as he waited for 45 minutes to get his picture taken yesterday.
Yeah, so what?
Oh, that's right. We had a celebrity coming into the studio after our show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Wynton Marsalis.
Wynton Marsalis.
Absolutely.
And you got a picture?
Yeah, I don't listen to jazz or anything, but it's like the guy is a legend, man. It's like, how do you not get your picture taken with Wynton Marsalis?
I call me uncultured, if you would. I hate jazz.
I do too.
I cannot stand it. I don't get it. It sounds like everyone's playing something different.
Yeah, I agree.
Awful. Who listens to that crap? And then somebody that wants to be cool will say that they listen to it, and I know they're not enjoying it.
The only time I've ever gotten into jazz is when you listen to Buddy Rich play drums. It's like when you listen to him play, it's like, all right, you can recognize that the guy is great. I mean, sometimes you can hear one of the musicians.
Sometimes you can recognize the talent there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm not going to listen to it.
Dude, I tried to.
Shut up.
The Reaper, what's going on?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I'm still trying to get into you guys to give your stuff. I mean, like I called in yesterday. I've got something for the studio, and I've got something for Ben, and I've got something for Steve.
Oh, you're the trucker that wants to come on by, right?
Yep.
All right.
But just scheduling the problems. And
All right, no one cares. What do you got for the show?
Okay, when I was in the military, going back to the hazing, whatever, I hate to go back to it, but when I was in the military, when we were getting our inoculations, I guess you could call it, we had to stand there naked in a line, and we were getting bitched at by our drill instructors to stand nut to butt. You know, and I can understand if you're doing the don't ask, don't tell in the military, but I guess they did that to find out if you were gay or not, I guess.
Nut to butt.
I mean, if you felt a guy all of a sudden put his hand on your shoulders and you felt something going to your ass, I guess he's gay, huh? Or you're gay.
Either he's gay or you're lucky.
And Jim, I got a story for you, too, that'll make you proud. My ex-fiancée is pregnant right now, but she's going to get the thing aborted because she's afraid that it might come out deformed with a waterhead and little short fingers because she went and partied a lot and did a lot of ecstasy and cocaine and alcohol, and she don't want that little alien baby inside her anymore.
I'm proud of her for getting rid of it, and I'm proud of her for putting it in that predicament to begin with. She's a good girl.
It's a little golfer baby.
Predicament.
All right, let's thank you, Reaper.
Yep.
Bye, Reaper.
We look forward to your visit. Let's say hi to Jeff in New York. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, guys, what's going on there?
Come on.
Hey, listen, I used to listen to you guys in New York, and you guys are great. You got to get XM to get out there and promote you guys. This is really ridiculous. Man.
Jeff,
you got to get them out.
The promotion starts today.
Well, get it moving, man. Because
The promotion starts today.
Don't you sweat it.
Things are getting more gooder behind
Thanks,
the
man.
scenes. Trust me on that.
It's all happening.
Don't you
Lobster, what's going on?
Good morning. I used to be a bus driver with New York City Transit Authority, and this is kind of a hazing thing from one of the sororities. I used to drive the bus on Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn, the B-54, which goes over near Pratt. And I had this gorgeous, drop-dead gorgeous black girl, made Halle Berry look like a slouch. And she got on the bus about 1 o'clock in the morning. She had nothing but a pair of black high heels on and a token. She paid her fare, sat down, never flinched, got off the bus down at J Street, scampered down into the subway, and it had to be something to do with a sorority prank there at Pratt.
She was just naked on your bus?
Oh my God, absolutely! So you say she's straight faced and everything, and you had to know it's at the beginning of the school year. It had to be some kind of a sorority prank.
Wow, nice. But we want to hear from.
She was absolutely gorgeous.
Cool. Thank you, Lobster. We definitely want to hear from the ladies, though.
Yeah, it's a little different when guys tell the stories. We're getting an email. Evil G from Jersey. My girlfriend pledged for a sorority, and one thing they did was they would circle everything that was wrong with the girl's body, I guess. And then if the face, if it was on their face, they would have to leave it on for 3 days. So the girls would, criticize the other girl's body.
That sounds more like what girls would do to each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. Taunt them for their big hips.
Yeah. Hey, cottage cheese butt. Oh, tee, not me. Ugh, cornballs. Wonder why you make awful comedians.
Matt from Wisconsin.
Hey, this is love the show, guys. In Chicago, there was these girls, and it was a high school soccer game, basically seniors versus juniors, or underclassmen, and they beat the holy fuck out of these girls at the end of the game.
Oh yeah, we all saw that video.
Pound the piss out of me.
Yeah. All right. We want to hear from the women, though, man. It's not the same with guys telling the stories.
No, you gotta have girls tell them.
Yeah.
All right.
Awfulness.
We're gonna go back to the How's Your News, the Al Franken clip. And then when we get back, we have to talk about Bush pardoning a turkey.
Oh.
And then the stupid teenagers throwing the frozen turkey out the window.
How great is that if it was the same turkey? After he pardons it, it's walking out.
We were talking about Catty Shack 2 the other day. We got, remember we were talking about how awful Dan Aykroyd was in that movie?
The whole movie was awful. It's the worst sequel ever made to one of the funniest movies ever made.
Right. Well, we got 3 really bad clips from that movie.
I laughed through that movie. I thought Catty Shack 2 was good, actually.
Shut up.
Oh, you are such a liar.
No one's buying that
There is
today.
not one laugh in that movie. Not one laugh.
Aykroyd was funny playing the wacky groundskeeper. I thought he was great.
No one's
buying
that
it.
hadn't been done
Stop.
before.
No one's buying it.
They are.
What else? Lottery winners that became losers. Yes, we got to talk about that today as well. And other things. Isn't Jeffrey Ross coming in today?
Yep.
And we got Francine.
Remember Francine?
Our old intern who's now a stand-up comic.
She's now a stand-up comic.
And she brought in one of her sets.
Is that what we're hearing?
So maybe Jeffrey Ross could listen to Francine doing some comedy.
I think he'd be a pretty good judge.
Because I don't think Jim would trash another comedian.
Not that I wouldn't trash another comedian, but I wouldn't trash another comedian that I want to sleep with.
There you go.
See?
You're talking about Jeffrey Ross, of course.
Yeah, I love him when he does those poems.
All right, so another clip from How's Your News. It's the retards that kind of try to be journalists.
Yeah, they do a news program.
And
they're handy capable.
They were at one of the conventions, probably the Democratic National Convention.
Probably.
And, yeah, obviously, if they're talking to Al
They'd be
Franken.
kept away from the Republican convention.
That's true. So one of them got to Al Franken, and it's the retard that doesn't even make any sense whatsoever.
Can I say something?
Like, you can't even understand what he's saying. Yes, Jimmy.
I don't know why they're all Democrats as opposed to, Republicans are against abortion, and if you're going to abort something, let's be honest, we know where you're going to start. I don't know why, for practical reasons.
Right, you would want Republicans in there so you have more company at these
Absolutely.
Little homes and outings that they do. Sure.
Well, listen to this exchange with Al Franken. Al Franken, very, very uncomfortable, doesn't know what to say to this guy, and he's trying to be politically correct.
I didn't understand that. I'm sorry. All righty. I'm Al Franken, and I'm covering this convention.
Yeah.
And how are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Who have you talked to so far? Bouillon. Maya. I couldn't agree more. Yeah. It was really nice talking to you. I'm glad you're here. I think it's fabulous. Can I shake your hand?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. For saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, have a good time.
Many young wives feel squeamish at the thought of swallowing semen.
Why?
Indeed, a man's ejaculate is full of valuable protein.
Yeah. I want to suck it and gag on it.
That's hot.
I got blood rushing to my mule right now. That is so hot.
Coming up next on Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton sings.
Forget me not, you sightless twat. Your dog just shit on my rug.
Thought that was pretty fucking funny, didn't you?
How's that for a sketch?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You don't do sketches, stupid.
All right, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show with Lowell, Jimmy Norton. A lot of phone calls today. Let's go to Roy the trucker. Roy, let's make it fast. Let's go.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you a couple weeks ago you missed a good opportunity when you're playing those retarded newsreel clips. A lady named Doris called in just before that, and you guys kind of blew her off, but I'm calling you up to tell you she's a neighbor of mine. And she is hotter than a popcorn fart, buddy. You just missed it.
She probably had nothing going on when she called us, though. We don't know how hot she is.
Well, I'm here to tell you how hot she is.
All right, well, tell her to call back. We'll see what she's about, all right?
Well, she's about 110 pounds. She's dark hair,
He loves to
hair,
talk.
pale hair.
You could tell.
She's dark complected.
Opie, this is a perfect opportunity.
I know. To do what?
She is gorgeous.
To punch out of a call.
Oh.
Remember, we got a call the other day from a guy that said you guys used to just punch out of the calls.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
Just hang up.
But sometimes the truckers amaze me.
I know.
They really
You do get fixated on listening to him sometimes.
You get drawn in a little bit.
Yeah.
Caitlin from San Francisco, what's up? Oh,
Hey,
our first female caller of the week, I believe. They are
from
listening, thank God.
Caitlin, though, from San Francisco, it could have been a guy.
Oh, yeah, were you a guy in a previous life?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
All righty.
Hi. I was at a sorority in Duke University. Well, I wasn't in it, but, you know.
Is this going to be a hot story?
It can be.
All right.
Oh.
Speak
It depends
clearly.
on who you are.
Speak
Slowly.
clearly and slowly.
Okay. During the hazing period, one of the favorite tools to use was the hairbrush.
The hairbrush?
Hairbrush.
Yes.
All right, let's just,
Okay.
before you even say it, let's imagine.
Yeah, because I don't want you ruining it.
Soak it in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I got it. Yes.
Okay.
Hairbrush.
There were three things that could happen with the hairbrush.
Three.
I only know of. Oh, well.
Three. There's three.
Nah, the
1, 2, 3.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's the obvious one. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Okay. You know the round hairbrushes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you were bad, you got that inside. Nice and deep.
Bristles?
Yeah.
The bristle side of the round hairbrush.
Yes. And that only happened if you refused to smack other girl's pussy with a wire hairbrush.
What fraternity is this? The German Army in 1940?
Pretty close.
Wow. Wait, so you guys had to slap other girls' pussies?
Yep.
With wire hairbrushes?
Yes.
Wow. And if you didn't do that, then you had one stuck up in you?
Yep.
So what's a wire hairbrush?
You've never? It's like a horse hairbrush.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
A horse hairbrush?
It's got like those short, stubbly wires that come out of it.
Actually, they're really long and pointy.
Long?
Yeah, I know what she's talking about. Okay.
Yeah. The third option was the really thick hairbrushes for like blonde people, like Opies. And basically, you had to have your ass whacked with that until it was bleeding.
Bleeding sorority asses.
Nice.
Makeup running down the face.
Crying out.
That's cool. See, this is much hotter.
Yeah. And were all the pledges naked in the room?
Yes, you had to be naked.
All types of boobies staring at you.
And you had to pick up 2 marshmallows at a clip.
You did have to pick up a pickle with your boobs.
A pickle with your boobs.
What if you were flat-chested?
You couldn't get in.
Ah.
I like that. That's the way it should be in life.
You
If the doctor sense that you're going to be flat-chested, they should just give like one of those next morning pills to the woman. If I had a funnier, if I knew what I was talking about, I could have mentioned the pill name.
Well, it's just funny that if you couldn't pick up the pickle with your boobs, you're
out.
For the sorority. Oh, that's classic. All right, very good, Caitlin.
Thank you.
That was good.
You got the ball rolling. Hopefully, more sorority girls will be calling us.
They better. We need some hot stories on here.
Yes.
Well, we're hoping a couple calls in to try to become the sexiest state in America today.
I'd love to. My husband's a prude.
He's a prude, huh? That's too bad.
Yeah.
How long you been married?
Over a year now.
Only a little over a year,
Yeah.
and he's a prude. Are you disappointed?
I'm a little disappointed.
Are you getting action on the side?
Oh, of course.
Wait, you're cheating?
Oh, yeah, with my bartender.
Wow.
And he's not a prude now, is he?
No. Actually, it's a she.
Oh, look at that, Anthony.
Right? A she.
All right. Does the husband have any idea?
Yeah, of course he does.
Oh, that's
And does
not
he
really
care?
cheating, then, is it?
Well, of course he doesn't care. He's hoping he gets to watch.
Wait, he's a prude, but he gets to watch?
Well, he's hoping to.
Oh, he's hoping to. So, what do you guys, after the bar closes, you get it on?
Oh, yeah.
Right at the bar, or?
I'd love to, but no, not yet.
So where do you guys go?
Her place.
Does she have a lot of hairbrushes?
Hubba, hubba.
I don't think I'd stand her if she had them.
What's the favorite thing that she does to you?
Strap on.
Oh, you like the strap on, huh?
Yeah. I prefer to wield.
You prefer the what?
To wield the strap on.
Oh, you like to wear it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you
punish.
Do her bartender.
And she likes that.
Damn straight.
Well, not so to speak.
All right. Letting that soak in a little bit.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, let it soak it in.
But
Deep
is
breath.
she a dykey lesbian, or is she kind of, the lipstick variety?
Lipstick, definitely.
Nice boobies, nice hair.
Oh, yeah.
Nice ace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn straight. Perfect heart-shaped ass.
Ah. And does she like it doggy style?
I hope not.
Of course she does.
Literally, biologically speaking, a heart-shaped ass, big aorta coming out of cheek. That would be kind of gruesome. Big pulsating, veiny ass.
Oh, okay.
A couple of angioplasts leading up to it.
They got to get a stent in there, too.
Wow. All right.
Lovely. A hairbrush in it.
We're on the right track. You're making the show hotter again.
Awesome.
Our goal today is to just get the gay out of the show. Mm-hmm. And you have begun that process, sort of.
Bye.
All right.
All righty.
Thank you.
Bye.
So the gauges, you saw the gay level on the gauges dropping as she's talking?
Dropping a little bit.
They're coming out of the red zone? That
Barely.
was nice.
No, we're still in the red zone. Okay. Anthony, what's going on with President Bush and this turkey?
President Bush has done his duty that presidents do every year. I don't know. Who's the president that started this? Was it like Teddy Roosevelt or
Anthony,
someone?
I got to interrupt for 1 second.
Yes?
Generoso, go for it.
Little secret message?
Secret messages.
What's secrets?
Nothing.
Oh, I don't like secrets.
Go for it. Generoso, go for it.
Little Sammy secret teller.
Yeah.
Call in the troops, yes.
I'm looking on
Generoso, yes,
seeing if I
yes.
can find his little message
Yes,
now.
Generoso.
I want to be in the loop.
I don't like being out of the secret loop.
Isn't that horrible?
All secrets are eventually revealed on the Opie and Anthony show.
But I like secrets.
Don't you worry. All secrets will be
I see it right here.
revealed.
I'd like to be a part of the secret club.
Okay, maybe not now for reasons we don't want to talk about, but all secrets will be revealed on the Opie and Anthony show eventually.
But I like knowing secrets.
It makes people want to listen.
But then I won't tell you my secret.
Ooh, maybe tomorrow? I'll have to listen tomorrow. All right, so President Bush, Anthony, I'm sorry.
Yeah, every year the President of the United States, what does he do? He pardons the Thanksgiving turkey. And you know, when you're in war, doesn't it seem a little off? And maybe they should skip the tradition. It's a little odd that there's a president who, whether you agree or disagree, he is sending people to a place to fight and die.
Yep.
He's sending young men and women to be killed. You know, some of them will be killed. And what do you think the families feel when they see him
on TV
pardoning a turkey, letting a turkey live? He's sending, people. I know most people would say, yeah, you can't really make the connection, but it's one of those things that kind of sticks out when you see him smiling with the turkey. I will let you live. And there are people like being killed in a war. I think the president should be all business around now. No funny little fun and games pardoning the turkey.
You should put a turban on it and then kill it.
There you go.
Slit its throat.
That'd be a little better.
Yeah. Should slit its throat right on TV.
Cut its turkey head off.
Yeah, exactly.
What happens to these things, too, afterwards?
I'm sure it's a big...
I think it's an attraction.
I'm sure it's a big tourist attraction somewhere in Washington. It's like, here's the turkey that was pardoned by the president. Everyone's like, oh, my God, there's the famous turkey. Let's get a picture with the famous turkey.
There he is.
Wow, there he is. Oh, it looks just like he did on TV.
Oh, wait a minute. It does say. Let's see. President Bush officially pardons Biscuits. That's his name. It's Lil Biscuits.
Aww.
The National Thanksgiving Turkey in the Rose Garden yesterday. Biscuits will live out the rest of his days at a Virginia petting zoo. See, you're right. Safe from side dishes and official ceremonies.
That's just bad.
It's not cute. It's not funny.
Well, they've been doing it. It's one of those stupid things the president does year after year after year. But, and Anthony makes a good point. We're at war. You should just, drop the whole turkey thing this year.
Drop the turkey thing.
No one's going to miss it.
Drop the Easter egg hunt on the White House lawn. All those fun and games things. Get to business.
How come all that corny stuff gets picked up as tradition? How about a few of Clinton's activities? Those would be fine traditions. Yeah, here's a cigar. It's now a tradition.
Congratulations, you're now in the sorority.
But all the faggy stuff that you hate, but the great stuff everybody just kind of ignores.
Yeah, it's Monte Cristo Day.
Look, lit end first. Oh, you.
You're going to have to pick up the cigar without using your hands and bring it over to the president. Yeah. You make a good point, obviously. The lighthearted stuff should really go away during the time of war.
Yeah, we've just come off a pretty painful week as far as casualties go. And there he is.
Know what he should do?
Thank God he let the turkey live.
He should pardon a soldier.
Hey, there you go, for Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving,
one that thinks he's going to be gone the whole time.
One of these guys that is in the middle of Fallujah gets the letter. The president has pardoned you. You could go home.
Have Thanksgiving with your family.
Time served.
That's
you
a nice
are done.
One. You're done. Done with your tour.
Time served.
Now, wouldn't that be nice? How about that as a tradition? Not a turkey.
All right,
they could put the turkey in camo and send him over there. Little gun under his wing. Gobble, gobble.
Giving away the position. There they are. It was a turkey. Shut that turkey up.
Let's go to Philly and say hi to Steve. Hey, Steve, what's up?
What's up? I've just got a question for you. You guys going to be doing a homeless shopping spree this year since you're back on the radio?
You know what? You bring up a good point that I've been meaning to talk about for a while now. Here's the deal. The old Opie and Anthony show, we were on in close to 20 cities at our highest point. And most of those cities were concentrated on the East Coast. We had a massive following in New York, Philly, Washington, Boston, and other places.
Rub it in.
Especially New York. We had well over 1 million listeners just in New York alone. It's going to be tough to do a lot of those traditional Opie and Anthony bits until the audience grows. So I don't know if we should do the homeless shopping spree this year. I really don't know. Because we have a big audience, but the problem is it's now spread out all over the country. It's not concentrated in New York where you can just casually last minute tell people to go to a mall and thousands of people show up. Right. I just don't know if that's going to happen. Right. And your boys don't want to look stupid. We never want to look stupid. So if we do the homeless shopping spree and only 10 people show up, we're going to look like idiots.
Well, it's kind of cool
so we
just
don't
have
really...
the homeless there, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's one of those things that really... I think the people showing up for it was an extra added feature.
Yeah, but Anthony...
We never intended on that.
Last time we did it, there was like 5,000 people that showed up at the mall at the last minute.
But we never planned on that.
I know, but that makes for some just great radio.
Oh,
and you have 5,000 of our lunatic listeners following homeless guys around as they shop for Christmas.
Well, it helps with the confusion, too, because people, if they just see a bunch of homeless guys, they might shut stores. When you got like all these thousands of people going every direction, it's kind of hard to get a hold of it.
Well, maybe we do it and we just kind of change the bid a little bit. And, I mean, if you want to show up and you have the XM satellite radio, that's great. But maybe we should lower the expectations because, I mean, part of it was just the mob mentality that came about because of it.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
the
unbelievable.
store would pull its gates down in front of the homeless people, the whole crowd would just start chanting, let them shop, let them shop, and it was...
For the new listeners, it's an unbelievable bit that we used to do. I'm sure oavirus.com will maybe, list the old homeless shopping sprees online so you can check them out. But basically, we got the worst homeless people that we could find in New York that smelled, haven't showered in years, and just raging alcoholics. And we dragged them to the malls, and then we gave them money to spend on whatever they wanted. And then the listeners felt bad, so they were taking like cash out of their pockets, like, oh my God. And then these guys would take off their shoes and their socks and stuff, and their toes would be a mess, and they're trying on new like Nike sneakers and stuff.
I'll tell you something. The video that they showed at the Hammerstein before the show started was like a montage clip of our show.
Yeah.
And they showed Tippy Tom, and I'd never seen this clip. Tippy Tom at a shoe store. He took his shoes and socks off. Could be the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm serious here. It was his decrepit, rotting toes. They were rotting off his feet.
Yeah.
And there he is, like, took his socks off, and he starts picking at these sores.
And everyone's like,
on his feet. Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, he has the HIV. I mean, he's HIV positive, Tippy Tom.
Are you positive?
Yeah, he is. He's got AIDS.
Does he?
Yeah. Remember that? He's HIV positive. Man.
Oh, that's right. I got AIDS. Didn't he used to say that?
Yeah. No one dies of AIDS, he used to say.
Yeah.
Well, he's still living. Who knew that Ziggy would go before Tippy Tom?
You kind of figured that out, too.
We lost the Zigmeister. Tony, what's going on?
Surprise there.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Hey, Tony.
What's happening, guys?
What's up?
No, hey, listen, I was at the Short Hills Mall that day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You had to see all the old Jew ladies scattering when them guys entered the mall.
The old Jew ladies.
We pretty much take over the mall when we do this.
Yeah. Well, it was like walking into a house, putting on the lights, and seeing all the cockroaches run. It was hysterical.
Are you saying a Jew broad prejudice against homeless people?
In its day and age.
I'm trying to bang this broad, Henry.
Well, they're used to the more affluent people up in that area, if you know what I mean.
Right. All right.
All right, guys.
Well, we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. See if it makes sense.
Maybe painting the Star of David's on their businesses and Juden underneath. Perhaps that was the problem.
Yeah.
That's why they were fleeing, breaking their windows.
Yeah. And someone's asking if we do the homeless shopping spree, will it be live on the radio? Yes, it will. Maybe that's a day we just go and do an afternoon drive show.
Like election coverage.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, just turn on those.
All right, listen. Know what bit I want to do?
What?
The Feels for Meals.
Now, can we even do that on satellite radio?
I don't know.
This would have been the biggest promotion, the biggest money-making charity event ever. We've been turned down for so many charity events. All we want to do is help, especially around the holidays. And we came up with an idea called Feels for Meals to feed the homeless and hungry around the holidays. What What a noble act.
Yeah. I mean, if XM Satellite Radio allows us to do this, we will raise so much money it's not even funny.
Oh,
the line would be all the way down. I mean,
crazy.
around the block.
And you could charge a lot of money.
It would continue into Central Park, I believe. The line would go on for hours.
Screw the guy Santa holding the bell next to the pot.
Right. The
Throwing
concept
a buck.
was very easy. We get a really big refrigerator box.
Uh-huh.
And inside is a naked girl. And then in the front of the box is 2 holes that are cut out.
Yep.
And you, as the giving soul,
Yep.
you walk up to the box, you hand over your money or your canned goods for the homeless, and then you reach your hands in the box and give a squeeze.
And you cop a little feel. If you wanna give a little rub on the sides of the boobs, if you wanna grab them from underneath and give them the little, feel the weight of them,
Feel
little
like
bob
a-
up and down.
Whoa,
If you wanna
whoa.
brush your index fingers over the nipple area, if you wanna circle the entire breast with all 5 fingers, like you're tuning in Tokyo.
Ooh, tell me more.
Any type of feel you want to do, you pop your hands in, you do that. Who wouldn't want to be part of this?
Right.
And we're helping.
We're helping big time. But I guess the company we used to work for thought it was prostitution,
How
Anthony.
could they? So if the money is going to.
But it's not prostitution. Is strip clubs prostitution? When you put a dollar in between their breasts, they're not prostitution.
You can't feel them, though.
Can't feel them here either. You're just putting your hand through the copper feel on the side.
I will
no
tell
one sees
you
what goes on in there.
Right.
I will tell you why it's not prostitution, because technically breasts are not a sexual organ, Anthony.
Ah, there you go.
It's like touching their shoulders.
Good point. Good point.
Did you know that?
No, but I'm thinking there should also be a hole in the bottom. If you really donate a lot, you get to put your meal through.
So,
glory hole.
Should we try to get that going again?
I say yes.
We need a girl.
Couple of girls.
And you know what?
Oh yeah, we need a couple of boxes.
See,
running.
that promotion's easy because we'll set up right on the street because the girl's not naked and the business guys walking by will have signs, Fields for Meals, give up your money and then and do it. So
Paint
someone
the
has
box up all decorative and festive and holiday-like, like a big gift.
So someone has to ask a lawyer lady if we could do this.
You have one box with the holes cut in the top, and then one with the holes cut in the bottom. Not to touch the front, but just have her, have her ass. You can rub her ass. Perfectly.
Oh, really?
Perfectly allowed in a strip club. It's nothing. You're not having sex. You're not using insertion.
Hey, look, I got a marshmallow.
What do you think?
I like it and think we should do it.
All right.
We need at least 2, though.
Yeah.
You think Taylor would do it?
I hope so, because I'm pumping a lot of money.
With those new implants, she would be perfect.
Oh, dude.
Perfect for this.
Oh.
You thinking implants?
Well,
implants are better seen than felt.
I'll
better seen than felt.
I'll
my
tell you
friend.
something.
Yeah.
If you remember, we wanted to do it with 2 boxes.
Yeah.
We had the implant box.
Oh, and the natural
and
box.
the natural box.
Nice.
Yes.
And then the ass. Remember the ass one. We have to have an ass one.
Look at you. He's so fixated on the ass.
That's where we're going to get in trouble.
People
Heidi?
like the boobs.
Heidi's totally innocent.
Oh, someone would reach their hand in there and try to take her out like a bowling ball. You know it. You know it.
That's the one I want to do. And I want to do it next
week. It's got to be
week.
big, natural boob girl.
Yeah, big.
Something natural. So when you go in there for the grab, you could feel the weight.
All right, well, we got 5 girls listening to the program at this point, so maybe one of them just happens to meet your criteria.
Maybe 1/5 of our girl listening audience would like to participate in this.
So we got to figure that out to see if we could do that next week. That would be the one that would work.
Do you
For the
think
holidays.
the XM lawyers are pulling their hair out right now, yelling no in slow motion?
Probably.
I think that you can do it. I don't see why you can't.
We didn't either.
It's not prostitution.
But the Infinity lawyers found quite a few reasons why we couldn't.
Yeah, but that might be more FCC stuff, too, they're worried about. They might have said it was this, but worried about that. I think we can do it.
All right,
we
we'll
don't
find-
need to ask.
yeah.
Just do it.
We'll find out. Phil from New York.
Logan's fine with it.
Hey,
Do it.
Hey,
what's going on?
go ahead.
How about we put Jimmy in a box? We can have a guitar box with Jimmy and fill his man boob.
It's funny, as you were saying that, I was thinking how great it would be if I stood in the box and they squeezed my titties and didn't know it was me.
Oh, these are nice.
Oh, you know we'd love it, Jimmy.
They're so femenin.
If you let listeners squeeze my fat man tits, you'd probably make a lot of money. Not even in a gay way, but just because they want to hurt me.
Okay. Well, we'll throw that on the table today. We'll see if we could get that to happen.
Yeah.
We had a request for total recalling. So we'll play that going into break. I see an old friend outside the studio wants to come in and say hi.
Who?
Jeffrey Ross.
Oh.
Love the Jeffrey Ross. And also Francine's out there.
Was he at the last roast we went to?
The Donald Trump roast. Yes, he was.
I wasn't even able to tell.
Yeah.
I didn't have my high-powered telescope. I didn't have the Hubble telescope photograph from the seats that Voss had gotten us.
Voss's seats were very good. I mean, the 6th floor is a perfect viewpoint. I mean, we could have probably watched the roast people coming up that way better, but we watched them going down Elm.
I think we need to become better friends with Jeffrey Ross so we get better seats at these roasts.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
That's a good idea.
That's my goal.
He's the guy for these
Screw
roasts.
Voss.
You can't hop on Voss's connections in show business. There are none.
There are
I can get you
none.
Dave Morthal's autograph. Voss is a boob.
He's got nothing.
Ross
Jeffrey
knows
Ross, though.
That was
he's
the biggest
roast guy.
Voss was going to get, and that's the best he could do for his pals.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was sad.
You want to explain Total Recalling to the new folks out there?
I don't know where this song came from or who does it, but it's a little Arnold ditty.
It's so awful we love it. I don't know.
It is. That's what makes it so funny is the bad, horrific singing and off-key singing. And the words are kind of funny. Total Recalling.
All right. Jeffrey Ross next.
I've been dreaming of going to Mars, where mutants drive plastic cars. So I go there, you know the rest. The best part was the girl with 3 breasts. Total Dylan. Recalling. Total recalling. So I'm on Mars and I meet Queto and I pull this big metallic thing out of my nose. It makes me scream and shout and move my big robotic head all about. Total recalling. See you at the party, Victor. Total recalling. One more time, fellas. Total recalling. I'm going to start bawling. I'm so sad. I can't screw Sharon Stone, and Macaulay Culkin is left home all alone. Ah! Total recalling. Johnny, give me the bass. You got to slap it a little harder. Give me the bass. All right. Okay. Let's do this. I don't think it's in tune because I don't know the fingering. It's not working. Johnny, grab my hand. Grab the bass.
I've been gangbanging, killing, stealing, robbing motherfuckers, selling crack, got my hoes in the back. I don't give a fuck about nobody in this motherfucker. Let me show your ass up. The fuck I want to do, nigga? What you want to do, nigga? Huh?
Radio for the angry golfer. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Say fuck on this channel? Oh, Jesus. That's shocking.
Holy fuck, I need coffee.
This is the best show ever.
It was Opie and Anthony Show.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. In studio, one of our old pals, Jeffrey Ross. He's playing Caroline's here in New York City. Tonight, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, lots and lots of shows. For your tickets, call 212-757-4100. Really fast, we were talking about the homeless shopping spree. We were talking about Feels for Meals. Jay reminded us of another thing that we have like 3 or 4 bits we were never able to do at the old place, and we're convinced we could do just about all of them at the new place. Like we never were able to do Feels for Meals. Mm-hmm. Remember the bit Run Around the Park for Aaron?
Yeah, it was Run Around Park for Aaron. Run around
Park Aaron.
Run around Park Aaron. Right. There's a girl. We're going to set her loose in Central Park, and you would have to run around the park and find her. But people didn't really like the acronym of Run Around Park Aaron.
R-A.
Yeah, and find
Shut
her.
up.
And
they can figure it out. They're not that stupid.
It kind of.
And it was like, when you play flag football, she'd have some flags on her. There wasn't going to be any tackling or anything.
Well,
she wasn't going to be dragged into the woods.
But the whole gag was to surprise her, just have her walk around and jump out from a tree and kind of grab her or something.
No, she was aware that she was going to be chased.
Yeah.
We set these lunatics loose. She's got the flags like you have in flag football. She runs around. First person that grabs a flag off Aaron wins a fine prize. Maybe a MiFi that we're going to be giving away soon here on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, they didn't like that. And the bee jar.
The bee jar has to happen.
We wanted to do but this now gets back into fraternity hazing sounding stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Lettuce.
We wanted to take a jar and put a bee in it. And have maybe 6 guys.
We actually were going to do this. They gave us a car to give away. I forgot the car.
It was an Aztec.
The Aztec. So, we were going to get 4 or 5 guys with, like, mayonnaise jars, place a bee in each of the jars, and then the first guy that got stung on his junk won the car.
Then they'd have to stick their junk in the jar and hold it there, and the first guy to get stung won the car.
We were so close to doing that one. Then they shut us down.
Maybe we can get this. I was watching a documentary recently. We'd have to get an Escalade for this one, though, on Japanese hornets. They're probably 2 inches long, and we have like a 3-inch wingspan. If anyone's ever seen, they're the worst creatures alive. And if you could get them in a jar, you'd have to give away at least a $40,000 or $50,000
And they sting
repeatedly, and they attack other hornet nests, and they murder them and steal from other bees. I mean,
really?
They're awful.
Do they wear bling? No,
they do. Yeah, they're actually HO top apostrophe nets.
Hornets. They're hornets.
But the lawyers shut us down on that one.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Well, they were worried about a
allergic reaction.
Allergic reaction.
This is where you belong, fellas. This is awesome.
Satellite radio.
Whatever it is, it's radio, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's it.
Kind of liberating.
Yeah, curse. Is this the first time you've been on a satellite radio show?
Darn.
Yeah, easy, Jeff.
You showed them.
I can't.
It's funny. We're used to it now, but when the old guys come by the new show for the first time, it's funny to watch them. They're like, you can really curse?
Yeah, you get on mic and it kind of.
I'm not going to curse, just on principle.
That's good.
I never thought you should be fired, so I'm going to pretend we're still.
Thank you,
Jeffrey Ross.
Pretend we're still back where we were.
You lucky
for the
cunts.
boot.
Wait, man, I got to see. Wait, we have something you're supposed to warn us.
Meanwhile.
Oh no, that's not it.
That's the wrong one, Opie.
Right, hold on.
Read.
Warning. C-word alert. C-word alert. Warning.
Because we found out that the women really don't like that word.
No,
that is truly the atomic bomb.
We try to give the warning before we let that one fly. But there you go. Yeah, you let it.
I remember during my lovely marriage, Opie, then my 9 years of marriage, my ex-wife, that word was the single worst thing you could ever say, ever.
She would shut down.
To her or just in general?
In general. I mean, in general. No, to her, not even an option. And there was a couple of times toward the end of the marriage where she would be bitching at me for something.
Are you going to say it?
And I would, yeah.
Warning. C-word alert. C-word alert. Warning.
She would be bitching at me for something. And I would try to gauge how loud I could say it so that I felt like a tough guy saying it, but she wouldn't hear it. Because I'd be like, keep bragging, you fucking cunt. And there was one time she was like, I heard, what? What? Came in and was just unloaded.
Now you know why.
Just unloaded.
Now you know why the homeless were wearing all your clothes.
I know. Hey, come on. There ain't a guy that's been married that it doesn't at least think the word.
You say it all the time. This is why they hate it, because they know you mean it when you say it. There's never like, no, but I was only saying that like, well, you're kind of cunty. You know what I mean? There's no way to get around.
It's not like bitch, which is like, some girls enjoy being a bitch. Yeah, I'm a bitch and I'm proud of it.
100% Italian bitch, waka waka. Chicks don't wear the shirt they should wear.
Maybe it'll like let's desensitize it so it becomes like diva.
You think?
So like,
because
eventually on VH1 it'll be like, VH1, cunts. Sorry, I missed the warning there.
We got the warning out there, though.
Oh, maybe someday.
Elton John, Bette Midler, Barbara Streisand, VH1, cunts.
Yeah. See, isn't this new radio fun?
This is all right.
It's all right, huh?
Someday.
This is rad.
And then you'd have all the black women, but they'd spell it CUNTZ.
All right. We saw you at the Donald Trump roast.
That was fun.
We had a good time in the nosebleed seats.
Yeah, the boss.
We want to become better friends
seats
with you, so we could get better seats.
Yeah, no, I remember.
It's not working with Rich Voss. Rich Voss
remember.
gets all excited and say, "Yeah, I got tickets for the roast."
I went to a roast, and I was Jeffrey's guest at the Hugh Hefner roast.
What a night!
And I had great seats. I was able to see Hef drool. I was close enough to see the Hef drooling his hot blonde models. I went
7 of them.
I went to the after party and saw Rob Schneider leave with one.
Yeah.
Who got fired. One of the girls got fired.
She's back.
Is she back?
Yeah. I saw her at the Halloween party. She's like, it's not me. I'm not going to let some old man tell me who to fuck. And I was like, all right, well, I guess not, because you're back.
Why'd she get fired? For leaving?
For fooling around with somebody.
Yeah,
She's supposed to be in Hef's coffin by 2 a.m.
There's the Hef. He's got the image, so he's supposed to have these girls. It looks bad if some of Hef's girls are peeling off to be with Rob Schneider.
Oh, you mean it was one of his personal 7?
Yeah.
He has 7 girlfriends. One to put it in and the other 6 to move him around. 7.
I had a great time at that roast,
And you had the good seats.
Like I said, great seats.
So where'd you sit for the Trump roast?
Oh.
Why weren't you on the dais?
Where was the roast? What hotel was that?
The Hilton?
Yeah, we were at the Sheraton.
Did you see that? Did you see the big screen?
Yeah.
For the people that were in the back of the floor that weren't close enough to the stage, so they would turn around to see what's going on the big screen.
You were behind that.
We were behind the screen.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah.
We were right on the corner of that screen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's the kind of pull a Rich Voss has.
And he was so excited. He's like, don't blow it off. These tickets are $500 a piece.
$500 a piece.
He paid nothing. So
of course.
Forget it. He did great that night. He made me, I was proud of him.
He did a good job.
He was very,
there were a couple of people who just killed, and then there were people that just ate it.
I kind of was in between. I was a little off.
You are probably one of the best people at a roast I've ever seen.
Well, thanks.
You come there prepared. You got a lot of funny stuff. And I don't know what happened that day.
I was a little off.
You were good. It wasn't like you ate it.
Right.
You didn't come out in a nun costume.
I came out with a bad attitude, which I usually can overcome, but I was just sort of...
You did?
I was off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That room was weird, though.
Why?
It took forever to get started, too. The goddamn introduction of the dais was forever.
Freddie Roman goes up and introduces like 50 non-speaking B celebrities.
Yeah.
And Katie Couric and like 3 other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that took forever. They finally get to the roast. You're like, enough already.
Yeah.
Stewie Stone was very funny, though. I had never seen him do anything before.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
All the guys on it were great. That was the one thing. But I don't know.
Has anyone...
By the time I got on, all the Trump hair jokes were shot. And
Right.
That's another thing. Trump, you have your set jokes, and everyone pretty much does them. So the earlier the better, I guess.
Dude, Robert Klein, who I think he's a brilliant comedian. He's one of my favorite comedians growing up. He was an influence, and he had a tough night. He had a bad set.
Yeah, that was really
he was doing
rough
his
to
act.
sit through.
He panicked, I think.
Some of these guys were just doing their act.
And that's
Right.
not... What happened
Who
to
was
Klein?
the guy that was doing his act?
Oh, my
Norm
God.
Crosby.
Norm Crosby.
He was? I don't remember him being there.
He would seg into just his jokes.
Well,
Donald Trump. Donald Trump's built a lot of buildings, and there's a construction worker, and he gets into an elevator and
Well,
says
that's the difference. Like, he's going up to try to get gigs from at Trump Marina.
Right,
Mar-a-Lago.
right.
I'm going up to try to make you guys laugh 4 months later when I see you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you don't give a crap. I love that.
Yeah, what's Trump
Has
gonna
anyone
do,
ever
fire
wanted-
me? You know,
Has anyone ever come close to punching in the face?
Penny Marshall.
Penny Marshall?
Interestingly enough.
She was angry?
And I was a little afraid of her because she's a fucking crazy...
Yeah.
Yeah? What'd you say
not
about her
very
that pissed her off?
I guess it was the Rob Riner roast. She was married to Rob Riner, and I said, "How do you want to roast Rob Riner? I mean, how do you even make fun of a guy that married Penny Marshall?" You know,
That's a great line.
How do you, what was your wedding song? How much is that doggy in the window?
Oh boy!
And then, like a couple months later, I was roasting the Maloof brothers, who own the Palms and the basketball team, the Kings.
Yeah,
we're in Vegas, and she's a big basketball fan, so she's there, but she's like all coked up and heckling me, and she's like, "Fuck him, he's not a nice. Don't put him on." Blah blah blah. And like, they flew me in. I'm, there. I'm roasting. I'm doing this roast, and as I get to the mic, before I even start, she's like shouting me down, not trying to be funny.
Is
but
she
just
on
mean.
the dais?
No, she's like in the front
In
row.
the front row?
With Vince Neil, and they're both all wasted. And she's already gone up and like humiliated everybody in the room, including herself.
Yeah.
She bombed?
Yeah, she was horrible. She did these like hateful jokes where she made all the blondes in the room stand up and be like, "You fuck Gavin Maloof, you fuck George Maloof," and this and that. And then I go up and she starts heckling me, and I was like, "What were you, Lenny or Squiggy?"
Oh shit!
Shut up.
Yeah, that's good.
And then they wouldn't let me go to the. Interestingly enough, there was like a little after reception, and they said, "Well, maybe." I guess she's a high roller there.
A little more star
They
power.
definitely pushed me out a little bit, but
Oh, they wouldn't let you go to the thing?
well, they sort of ushered me somewhere else. Yeah.
Was there ever a line you just
Wow.
didn't want to do?
Oh,
And you knew
wow.
you had to do it? Like you were just freaking going, "Oh, God, I can't believe I'm about to say this."
Yeah, there was one at the Trump roast that I let go.
Which one?
I don't. I said, about all the women he's banged, all the hot young. I was like, he's the only guy I ever met who's probably banged 72 virgins without having to blow himself up in the name of Allah. And I was like, this is not going to get a laugh. It's going to get a groan, but I really want to read it in the paper tomorrow. So
Yeah, that's all you care about.
It's a great joke, man.
I want my line in the New York Post.
Exactly, and it was in there somewhere, so I was happy.
Even Voss made the paper. For
Couple
that
times,
roast.
yeah.
He's famous now.
I know.
We did the Jay Moore roast on NBC together.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
He was part of Last Comic Standing.
You're part of one of the episodes that aired. That's great.
I was on like the third to last. Me and Triumph guest starred on the third
Yes.
to last episode.
Is he really like that in person?
Triumph? Is he really a sock? I've had enough of that fucking sock, to be honest with you.
I like that. Any guy that can hide behind a podium and not actually face someone when they're shitting on him. I mean, how do you
know.
not respect that as a comedian?
We have to look people in the eyes.
Yeah, I'd rather put a puppet on my hand and go wacky, wacky, and then put a little dog thing in there. I make poop. Oh, you cut it out. Get him out of here. He's incorrigible. Oh, fuck yourself.
He's got 8 nipples and 6 jokes.
Why do you hate him so much?
I don't hate him. I think a lot of the jokes are great. But I watched him trash Rickles one time, and it really made me want to bite his face.
Oh, you're thinking of Lisa Lampanelli.
Oh, you're right. That's Triumph the Insult Moose.
Another secret message, Anthony. JC, Mike, go.
Oh.
I don't like secrets.
It's giving out
They'll
secret
all be revealed
messages to the
someday.
troops.
Hey, you
What
guys
happened?
want to get Francine in here?
Of course we do.
This is fun.
Francine was our old intern.
Yeah, he remembers Francine,
Are
right?
you allowed to chew on the air? What's the story?
Yeah, why not?
Whatever you
Anything
want to
goes.
do.
Anything
Interrupt this
goes.
program to bring you the ozone midget sighting of the day.
Wow, who saw this coming? Chris in Jersey, what's going on?
Hey, guys, I got a midget sighting for you.
All right, let's hear it.
I had a hernia operation.
Yeah.
Somebody screwed up. They put me under anesthesia, and just as I'm about to go under, in walks a friggin' midget with the damn surgical cap and gown on and the stupid little stethoscope dangling between her knees, reaching up for syringes.
That might have been the anesthesia,
Yeah,
man.
you're saying your surgeon was a midget.
I don't know that she was the actual surgeon that cut me.
But that was the last thing you saw before you conked out?
That was just about the last thing I remember.
You sure it wasn't some doctor that brought his kid on, like, Bring Your Daughter to Work Day?
That just scares me that somebody has to stand on phone books to be able to slice me open and fix me.
I don't think they use phone books there in the ER.
You should be grateful.
Yeah, maybe a stool.
But do you want those little fat fingers suturing things in your heart?
Oh,
Those
no.
little clumsy fat hands?
All right. Well, thanks, Chris.
Thanks, guys. I'm
Cocktail
gonna go
Franks
listen to
and a
myself
needle
on
and
replay
thread.
all day.
All right.
Meanwhile, back at the show.
All right, we got Francine in the studio.
Hey guys.
Hi, Francine.
Do you know
Hello,
Jeffrey
Francine.
Ross?
Hi.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Nice
A
to see
very
you.
successful comedian. He's playing Caroline's all this weekend. Why are you shocked?
Oh, I thought you said I was.
Oh.
Ah.
Are you?
No.
You know Jeffrey Ross, a beautiful black girl.
Francine used to be our intern. Now she's doing stand-up. Do you know Jeffrey Ross, though?
Yes.
He's like the king of the one-liners and other things.
Yes.
He's legendary for his roasts over the years. All right.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
A year.
A year you've been doing it?
Mhm.
And how many times do you gig?
I think I get one maybe once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month.
You go.
Mhm.
So whenever you get your period, you're like, I better get on stage.
No.
I got some ragging to do.
Where have you performed?
Mainly it's stand-up, New York.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's fun.
Yeah. What do you do, like open mic night? Do they have that there?
Yeah, I think they reopened it, but I usually do like real shows.
Real shows. Ooh. You mean you go in there and say, I would like a spot, and...
No, they make you bring like 10 people, and then you can do
that
Fair
old
shows,
gag.
yeah.
I remember that from the old band days. You got to bring some people, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
That used
so
to be
you
how
bring-
your radio show was at the old place. You had to bring 10 people.
Bring 10 people.
At the beginning.
That's true.
I got 10 people listening. Can I come on? Now it's like superstar.
And describe your act.
Um,
Are you a cross between someone that's out there already, or doing your own thing? What's the deal?
I do my own thing. I just talk about like what I'm angry about or what happened to me on a date or something like that.
Are you an angry comic, or is it more like fun lifestyle issues, or
Probably more angry.
more angry?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're not the sweet kind of girl that gets up there and does that act? No.
Never.
All right.
Well, we have Francine's tape.
So wait, once a month you go up for a year? So you've been on stage like a dozen times?
No, that's for the shows. But for the open mics, I do like 3 open mics a month.
You should be going up 3 times a day.
I work all the time, so
Oh, all right.
yeah. I try.
You get up as much as you can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look at that. The two veterans telling the rookie what to do. You got to get out there, kid.
Yeah.
Norton didn't tell her anything. He just reiterated what I said.
That pretty much is right.
True.
I just kind of piggybacked on his suggestion. Yeah.
It's like Norton
What
clearly
he
is going to
says.
be Norton's clearly going to be kissing up to her during this thing.
No, I just can't.
I already
you know.
see what's going on.
Now, Francine, we haven't heard this yet, but I just want to ask you, are you confident in the material?
It's pretty good.
Yeah? And would you be able to take criticism without bursting into tears and jumping
running
through that
away.
window and running away?
Yes. I can take it.
Uh-oh,
she
I saw a
paused.
little pause there.
All right,
No,
there's
I
a
can
pause.
take it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's start the tape, see what happens here.
You may fire when ready, sir.
Oh my God, she's like a little Catholic school girl when I met her. That's what she looked like, and now we'll see what she looks like. Francine. Let's hear it for Francine. She's the other one, Destiny.
Give it up for Gladys. Gladys is so sweet.
Francine, Gladys, we're a PTA meeting. No last names, no. What?
Now, where was this taped?
This was at the comic strip.
The comic strip?
Mm-hmm.
And you were very excited about Gladys. Was she fun or something?
I know Gladys for about since I started, and she always tried to give me good advice.
All right.
She does give good advice because I used to do her open mic a long time ago.
Gladys?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She used to host an open mic. Very sweet lady.
Mm-hmm.
Older lady?
A little bit.
Okay.
With a name like Gladys?
So, you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of these women who wear these stupid t-shirts, you know, these like sexy and delicious and all that crap. I was walking through Grand Central. This girl had on this shirt. It said silicone free. I'm looking at her. She's 5'1", 450 pounds. Oh, like, believe me, nobody's wondering. You need to be wearing a shirt saying Haagen-Dazs whore. Or buffet queen, sweetie. That would actually apply to you. And I don't...
Now, what's weird? Who's the guy?
Who is it? That's
Because
one
we
of
did
your
listen
10.
to part of this tape before we hit the air, and we hear that guy through the whole thing.
That's part of your 10 people, isn't it?
No, it was a bunch of people.
Is
but
that your dad?
No, he's this guy that always gets on and talks about how he's a virgin and he's never got laid.
Oh, so he was another comic?
Yeah, but that's all he says every single time. I'm a virgin. Well, like, okay. Yeah.
All right, so we
What
got
was the punchline of that joke?
The punchline was Haagen-Dazs whore.
Right. So you should do something else, like, instead of silicone-free, like lettuce-free,
Oh, that's kind of
wow.
good.
Like real advice from Jeffrey Ross.
Wow. Who saw that coming?
I didn't see that
Is
coming.
that bad?
That's
good.
That's good.
No, it's good.
You told me to, I'm an expert.
Lettuce-free.
I'm trying to
That's good.
help a young hot chick.
All right.
Thank you.
You guys are all like sucked into the fact that she's a hot black lady.
You haven't mentioned any of that to the viewers, by the way. You're just letting her come in here. Francine.
No, we've talked about how hot she is.
Plus, they know Francine from the old show.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't.
And she's got a weave. Is that a weave?
No, it's braids.
Braids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's all your hair, though?
No.
Where's your start and end?
Mine ends about here. It's a bob.
A bob?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Back to the tape.
And I don't even care anymore. Fuck the fat chicks. Fuck them all. They hate me. Okay? It's not my fault. They all hate me. It's funny how they all hang out with each other. They'll be sitting around, at work in their little fat chick convention, trying to give each other, like, diet tips and shit. Talking about, I'm trying the Atkins diet. Like, you're eating McDonald's. You're on the Fatkins diet. Get a fucking life.
The Fatkins diet, okay.
Play on words.
All right, play on words.
Jeffrey, anything?
I like that one. That was an actual joke.
Thank you.
I like where it's coming from, too, that you're trashing fat chicks the minute you walk on stage.
Yeah.
That I kind of like.
Look at Jim.
She's going right after the fatties.
Jimmy's going to say nothing bad.
I
wouldn't, Bobby Big Rigger.
Too new.
Hey, gentlemen, what's going on here?
Hey.
Jim, do me a favor. Just leave that book down on the counter for a second. I was wondering if I can get Cindy Brady's autograph.
What? Are you saying that Francine may sound a little like Cindy Brady?
That's not her. I just turned my radio. I thought it was Cindy Brady. Oh,
guy's
my
calling you
mistake.
Cindy Brady.
Gee, I'm really sorry. Oh, Jim,
what?
A good chat.
What would you do to that guy if he said that while you were on stage?
Well, is she from the Brady Show?
The Brady Show. That's what it was called.
The Brady Bunch?
Yeah. He thinks you sound like Cindy Brady.
I don't remember watching that show.
That's what you would say back to him if he said this from the crowd? Like, you're going to need some chops because people are going to go after you.
Well,
what would you say?
What would you say? He would yell out, "Wow, you sound just like Cindy Brady."
I'd say I don't know who she is. I hate it when people talk during my set.
That's way to hit back hard.
That's right. That'll shut him up.
Take it easy on him, Francine.
I'm sure he'll have nothing else to say after that.
Wow. That's right, sir. Point one finger and three are pointing back at you.
All right.
Three, what's your
I like to
cartoon?
make fun of people a
Well,
lot.
my thumb
but
kind of goes up.
Okay, you're right. I'm an ass. I don't even know how many fingers I have.
Where was this tape? It sounds like a Port Authority restroom.
Hold on, let me talk to six-fingered Cumia.
It's
Hannibal
a
Lecter.
comic strip. The comic strip.
The comics.
All right, let's go back to the tape.
But I don't like to make fun of people a lot, but I do. But I was a really ugly kid, growing up. And I knew I was an ugly kid because I had this really cute little brother. And everywhere we went, they'd only comment on him. So they'd come up to my mom and be like, "Oh my God, Immaculate." That's my mom. Like, he's so adorable. He is so cute. Just look at him. And then they look at me and they'll be like, well, what's this? Well, what is it? Can I pet it? I'm like, fuck you, Grandma. You were there for delivery, skank. You know it's me.
Ooh.
Like,
She's
I grew up
bashing
in
Grandma.
the suburbs, so I ride the Metro North and the subway a lot. Is it me or is it like do all Spanish people know each other?
That guy is annoying.
Wow.
You got to tell him to shut up during your set.
He's an ass.
He's
really is an
helping her
ass.
timing. He's keeping it as if she was killing,
Yeah, he's making it sound like I'm doing good.
He's keeping it as if she was killing.
He's helping you along, but it's really annoying.
How many people were in the crowd?
I'd say about 10 or 12.
Oh, 10 or 12.
Yeah.
And what was anyone else reacting or just that guy?
It was that guy and maybe 3 or 4 people in the front.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then what were the other people doing?
Waiting to go on, probably.
Were they waiting to go on?
Waiting. Actually, I was the last person.
Oh.
Yeah, so they were just
You were the
listening.
closer. Nice.
Yeah.
I think you're doing great.
Headlining.
Thank you.
I'm noticing a lot of cursing.
I know.
Fucking phenomenal. You'll be sitting in a car by yourself, and there'll be one Spanish person next to you, and one other Spanish person comes in. It's like, "Oh, Quinto! Come on, star!" Whole fucking conversation.
That's quite a Gene Stapleton impression.
You might want to work on the Spanish thing.
I took Spanish.
Yeah, but that impression didn't sound like a Spanish person.
Yeah,
Really?
maybe you should use your, think that Spanish out a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, I like the fact that she's trashing fat people. She called her grandmother a skank. She called herself ugly, and she's shitting on Spanish people. I kind of like where it's coming from.
And she's making a fat guy laugh, which is always a good thing.
Right.
I think and then it's like, oh yeah, kids, whole fucking conversation. But that does explain why, they have so many kids. It's because they're so fucking friendly, okay?
Although, I will say I've rethought the Spanish thing. Keep it the way you have it, because even though it doesn't sound Spanish, it absolutely captures how annoying it is to hear two Spanish people babbling at each other. That's exactly what I hear when they talk. Just two babbling idiots.
You are really trying hard, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am.
He wants to do you.
No, it's not about banging her. I think that's actually,
He's going to sacrifice good radio, so I hope you give him a good banging.
That's
today.
not true. What am I going to do? You can't.
He settled for a date. He doesn't need to.
We're never going to go out. We're never going to have sex.
Yeah. He'll settle for a cup of coffee after the show.
I don't want a cup of coffee.
Let's just acknowledge that Norton is going to be completely.
I actually just wanted to trash Spanish
out of
people.
this bit.
He likes his coffee like he likes his women.
The rule is 99% of the time,
they
female
stink.
comics are so bad.
And we really assumed, and the guys even were like, you can be tough on her if you want before you came in, and now you have the respect of 4 funny guys who want to get in your pants.
Yeah, because part of it is that women are nurturing, and very rarely is humor nurturing. Humor is the opposite of nurturing. It's cutting. It's vicious. I mean, that's why women are in nature based not as funny, because it's not their instinct. Their instinct isn't to laugh if you fall and crack your head; is to help pick you up. But guys are like,
Very
you
good.
fucking idiot.
All right. Well, let's hear it for Francine. She did a good job.
Thanks,
Very good.
We were ready to trash you, but we got to stay honest on the show. It wasn't that bad.
Not at all.
And you kept it tight, which is always
Yeah,
good.
we'll look forward to another tape from you down the road. Okay.
Hopefully,
Thanks,
you'll do
guys.
something we can really mock and hurt you with.
Where's your next open mic? Want to plug it?
Open mic?
Where you
Well,
performing
wherever
next?
you
I'll probably, today's Thursday?
or wherever you're performing.
I think I'm gonna be at stand up on December 3rd.
What was that? Oh.
End of the Brady Bunch.
There you go.
Oh, thanks.
And we're hanging with Jeffrey Ross. We're going to take a break. Jeffrey Ross is at Caroline's. A lot of shows. For tickets, 212-757-4100. As we go on a break, Anthony, a mashup here. Give us a little break to eat cereal and stuff.
What
okay?
is it?
Beastie Boys and the Beverly Hills Cop.
Where's the other
thing.
mashup you guys have?
Which one?
I don't know. There's one here that says Nas and Black
Well,
Sabbath.
Oh, boy.
I'm just curious.
It goes on forever, though.
What song is it?
Ben, you want to ride this, and when it starts really sucking, just go to break?
I don't know, but there's some buck in it.
Yeah, it's like 6 minutes long. is the
Oh,
problem.
what song is it?
It's Black Sabbath and...
No, we'll just turn it off when you're done.
War Pigs.
Yeah, and Ben will figure it out when it stops, all right?
You're not a big fan of War Pigs?
Love War Pigs, but I mean,
Oh.
it's like I've heard it's like it's Stairway to Heaven for me. I've heard it so many times.
Ah, gotcha.
It's not that great.
It's a great song, but it's just
This mashup isn't that great.
Oh,
though.
then don't play it. I was
Oh,
just
by the
curious.
way, I've seen your act, Jim. Love it. And you goof at one point at somebody rhyming something. And if it's the same word you're rhyming with the word that it rhymes with, and it's the same word, that's bad, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless it's in War Pigs.
Unless it's War Pigs. Masses and masses.
Oh yeah, it's the same word. But no.
What happened to your genius there?
First of all, those were not the original War Pig lyrics. The original War Pig lyrics were far different, and they had a priest being burned in a fire, and they were forced to change, I believe, by Warner Brothers. So those might have been the last minute lyrics.
He's actually got something.
Yeah,
Great.
and
Damn him.
And masses and masses, we understand why. It used to be cast a priest into the fire, and I think Warner Brothers was like, not on this record.
Well, who knew?
There you go. There's your explanation.
Son of a bitch has an answer for it.
We'll try this. I don't think it's that great. Ben will ride it when it sucks.
Okay.
He'll get us out, and we'll continue with Jeffrey Ross. Stay there.
Generals gather
gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Grey Goose and a whole lot of hydro. Only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We can drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car's topless. Say the titties is out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you shoot with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town, yeah, I've been that. You know I click-clack, where you and your men's at. Through the Smurf, through the wide baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88 back. They shooting, made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters, where them dimes at? They shooting, made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them dimes at? This ain't rapping, this is street hop. Now get up off your ass like your seat's hot. My live niggas lit up the reefer. Trunk of the car, we got the street sweeper. Don't start none, won't be none. No reason for your mans to panic. You don't wanna see no ambulances. Knock a pimp's drink down in his pimp cup. That's the way you get Timberland up. Let the music diffuse all attention. Ball up convention, free admission. Hustlers, dealers, and killers can move swift. Girls get close, you can feel where the tools kept. All my just coming homies, parolees. Get money, leave the beef alone slowly. Get out my face, you people so phony. Pull out my waist, the eagle faux 40. They shooting, made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters, where them dimes at? They shooting, made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them dimes at? Running. Yo, my mood is real rude. I lay you out, show you what still do. Mobsters don't box my pump shot obliges. Every invitation to fight your punk hosses. Like Pun said, you ain't even in me class. Maybach, Benz, backseat, TV plasma. Ladies looking for athletes or rappers. Whatever you choose, whatever you do, make sure he a thug and intelligent too. Like a real thoroughbred is. Show me love, let me feel how the head is. Females who's the sexiest is always the nastiest. And I like a little sassiness, a lot of class. Mommy reaching your bag, past the fifth. I'm a leader at last, it's a dawn you with. My non-spit, niggas lose consciousness. They shooting, made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters, where them dimes at? They shooting, made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them dimes at?
Duh. Word up. Hey, jerk face. Hey, jerk face.
You feel me?
Waka, waka, waka. Smoke that bitch. How much ass does that kick? How much ass does that kick?
East side.
Booty. Let's do it. Booty, booty.
These boobs rock. Is anyone menstruating?
My nipples are hard just thinking about it.
Has everybody gone crazy?
A few jacks later.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus. XM 202. XM News, Talk, Sports, and Information. It's everything all the time. Opie and Anthony.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's right, King Friday. Work the taint. Ooh, Mr. Rogers is about to come in your fist hole.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
So be it. Threaten no more. To secure pieces. To prepare for war. So be it. Settle the score. Touch me again with the words that you will hear evermore.
Yeah. Go check it out, the Opie and Anthony Show. Jeffrey Ross in studio playing Carolines all weekend long. Lots and lots of shows.
Sit in the front, bring grandma.
There you have it. If you want your tickets in advance, 212-757-4100. I got an instant feedback from somebody. Cage. Oh, we know Cage from whackbag.com. He does all the great photoshopping, Anthony. When Jeffrey Ross is in studio, well, he is, ask him about the time he played Pratt Institute years ago. I remember being at a show where some crazy freshman pulled a knife on Ross because he didn't like a joke.
Really?
I guess that's why he did it, but apparently the kid was trouble. I remember being on stage, and the kid was, well, before the show, I was early. He was, like, floating around the stage, sort of going, you know, just sort of, like, weird, like, Willard type of a kid, you know?
Willard.
Yeah. And
Did you see the new the remake of Willard?
Yeah, with what's his name?
God, it was
Crispin
so creepy.
Glover.
I can't look at rats.
No.
Ever since I had a skateboard through Kenmore Square in Boston at 5 in the morning to do morning radio in college.
Rats?
Rats everywhere.
There's a lot of good ones
My
in this
skateboard
city.
would scare them, and they would just go.
Oh.
But
On my way to work, did I tell you that I'm destroying the air yet or no?
No.
What?
On the way to work this morning, actually, I'm walking by my building, and there's like a garbage jutting out, and there's a guy walking towards me, and a rat ran right over his foot and into a little nook in the building.
Big, that's so
a
creepy.
big rat
Cat-sized
right
rat.
over his foot.
that's the scariest shit ever.
Oh.
Yeah, and this kid just sort of like, you know, like I think he like flashed it from the front row, and I got a little weird, and I didn't want to like. I didn't know
Flashed it like, hey, look what I got?
Yeah, I saw it. I don't know if I drew any attention to it or whatever. Like I don't remember. I was sort of, this is a long time ago. I was probably a little nervous and green and whatever. And then for some reason, like I started teasing him a little bit the way I've been known to do. And he came up and he like had the knife. And I didn't know. There's like hundreds of witnesses, so it's just strange. Do I take this guy down? Do I just walk off?
Came up on the stage with the knife and brandished it.
I was actually open for Jeff on that show. He was on the side of the stage, but he was looking at, like, behind a pole, looking at you, and you're like,
How is this guy allowed to just walk around on the stage, though?
It was at college. It wasn't like it was a big theater stage. I think it was like one of those things where you just kind of step up and you're on the stage. Like
It's like a student union situation.
Got you.
And he was behind a post, and Ross is on stage, and this guy's behind a post to Jeff's stage right, and I guess he was flashing the knife that the audience couldn't see, but you're like, hey, well, this guy has a knife. It was really uncomfortable. I didn't see the knife.
This guy has a knife. Oh, he's going into the guy with the knife bit.
Yeah, where's the punchline? What? Usually has a witty punchline.
I'm in fear for my life.
Oh, God.
Take my knife, please.
Oh, that's.
And what happened? He just wandered out, right?
They escorted him out. No, they took him out. And you stopped the show. You were like, I'm not performing here. You got really uncomfortable. And
I'm not performing.
yeah, that was the end of the show. You were weirded out by him, and it got pulled.
I didn't go back on?
No.
No, come on.
No, you
Really?
didn't?
Was I last?
Yeah, it was me and then you. There might have been one more, but I know it was me and you. And I just started.
last. That was me and you.
Yeah, it was two of us.
Jeffrey, also, we're finding out that you broke your hip since we've been off the air.
Yeah, that's why.
How the hell do you break your hip at your age? That's like something old people do.
Too much time at the Friars.
I threw myself in front of some 6-year-old cunt ice skating.
Dude.
I don't like the warning thing. I like just the shock value.
Just blurt
He
him
likes
out.
the shock value.
It was Christmas Eve. I'm in Bainbridge Island, Washington, to visit my sister and my nephews. You know, it's like Hanukkah, nothing going on. And my nephews are like, we want to go ice skate. And they're like 4 and 8. The only ice skating rink's an hour north towards Vancouver. Christmas Eve. Middle of nowhere. We're driving to this ice skating rink. We have to pass through like a hospital, basically, to get to the rink. My sister Joe goes, this is the worst hospital in Washington State.
Oh, no.
Just happens to mention that. You know, 2 hours later, I'm in the emergency room being surrounded by nurses with like reindeer hats and Christmas sweaters who want no part of this broken Jew. You know, like, it's not like I'm some comedian. I'm just Jeff, you know, some
just Jeff.
guy laying on a stretcher.
Mr. Ross.
It was Mr. Liftschultz. It was like, it was horrible. I'm like, well, I'm ice skating, and I don't really know how to ice skate. I haven't ice skated since I was a little kid, and it's like a couple hours in, and the hot chocolate food place is like closed. The ice skating's free, so everyone's on the rink. There's just thousands. It's just so crowded, and I finally get off the wall. I'm getting the hang of it. They're like, one more lap, and it's like they're gonna close.
You're
for
on the
Christmas.
last lap.
And some little 6-year-old girl like fell in front of me, and I didn't want to fall, and I threw my legs up just to avoid crashing into her, and femur.
Oh! Wait. Ow. This is... I'm gonna get all...
Good morning, America.
You landed on your leg or your hip? You landed
my hip. Side of my hip. And I didn't know right away. I was sort of in denial, and I was like flipping around like a flounder on the ice, and then guys started to come, and then they're like, clear the ice. It was like, there's literally hundreds of people watching me.
You embarrassed?
Oh, that's the guy that ruined our last lap.
He wasn't embarrassed. He was in pain.
Now, what broke, actually, your hip or your femur?
Femur.
You broke the femur.
Like, it's like got it like a cap to it, like a head of it, and it just snapped off.
Oh, wait a minute.
I
the part that goes into the hip bone, where it kind of connects the ball
that's it.
joint.
Right, that's
the
it.
ball part of your
Clean
femur
break.
snapped.
Clean break. So we didn't think it was that big a deal. They dragged me into like a penalty box, and I'm there for like 5. I go, just give me a minute, I'm fine. Just give me a minute, I'm fine.
You couldn't walk at all, though, right? Your leg, you couldn't.
And
stand
then
on it.
after a couple minutes, I realized that I'm sitting in the penalty box, but not. I'm sitting like this, but I'm literally holding myself up with my arms because I can't put my butt down, no matter what.
Oh, man.
And I start sweating, and finally I go, you know what? Call an ambulance. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not getting up. And then they start putting me they want to put me on a stretcher, and I can't even get the skate off. Like, it's wah, and like I'm pretty good with that usually.
Oh God!
And so the paramedics like call a doctor, and they go, we have a guy here, so and so age, so and so this, so and so that. We're gonna give him a shot. We're gonna give him some morphine. And I go, oh my God, this is for real. They're gonna drug me and get me off this ice. It's pretty bad. So I go to the hospital. I'm laying there. And I don't know what's going on, and this doctor walks in. He's got his big Christmas Bill Cosby sweater on. He just walks over with this look on his face, and he looks at the X-ray. He looks at me and he goes, "Young man, you are fucked."
Oh,
That's what he
no.
said. The doctor.
Get out of
He
here.
goes, "You have a broken hip." He goes, "I've been a bone doc, an orthopedist for like 20 years. I've never seen a guy with a broken hip before, who's not like 70 years old."
Yeah.
And, they do a little pushing and pulling and prodding, and I have 3 metal pins in the side of my leg.
So how long were you in that hospital?
4 days. Then I was 3 weeks up at my sister's house, couldn't move. And now...
Are you back to normal, sort of? Can you do stuff?
I can sort of, I can walk, I can't really run, I can, have sex with, on an angle. Anybody out there with a slanted pussy, I'm your man. Chinese chicks are looking good.
Did they say what happened? Did you just hit it at the complete worst spot?
I kept saying, what do I have, soft bones, whatever that disease is, I said, what's the story? Why me? And the guy goes, you went ice skating. You had a trick fall, bad fall, weird thing. Don't go ice skating. That's what happened.
Yeah, stay away
Just
from that ice
skating. Just a
skating.
fluke accident. Jews should not ice skate.
That's why I don't ski or ice skate, man. Exactly for that reason. I know it's gonna happen. It's scary.
You never think it's gonna happen, and even my sister was like, "Oh, you skate. I don't feel like skating. You take the kids."
More
around."
logic from Jim Norton. Doesn't want to go ice skating or skiing, but he'll lick a girl's ass that he doesn't know.
No one ever broke their hip licking a girl's ass.
That's right.
So,
You might break your hip when you've got the HIV and you can't walk anymore because you're so skinny and weak. I mean, it's all cyclical, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, hey, look, it could be worse. I mean, you could have fallen on your back. I mean, look at stupid Christopher Reeve falls off a horse. I mean, it's like a lot worse shit could happen on a fall if you smash your neck. So it sucks,
I mean,
but
in the scheme of life, I'm pretty lucky. I mean, it's just the worst thing. If anything, it'll keep you from doing anything else stupid like ice skate
That's not
or
a
ski.
stupid thing. You tried it.
All right.
A real day's work.
Also, the other day,
doing anything.
By the way, can I say that none of the comedians, we all talked about it. We found out Jeff got hurt, and none of us were surprised it was a broken hip.
Yeah.
Not one comic was like, "What? He broke his?" They're like, "Oh man, I hope he's all right." But no one was like, "What?"
I remember Sarah Silverman and Jimmy Kimmel call me up and they go, "Well, well, it's really sad, but it's kind of funny too." I'm in the hospital on Christmas.
Yeah, but you're Jewish. Who cares?
Well, I mean, it's my vacation too.
You guys love our Christmas holiday.
They can't put that in a cast or anything, right?
No, they 3 pins and crutches, and and then they give me like the physical therapy manual, and all the diagrams are like 80-year-old people. Like how to get your pants on, how to put your socks on.
Right. Have one of your grandchildren.
I know. And it's like endless. I was doing a figure 8. There's like a million ice skating jokes.
Dude, how did you fly home? After 3 weeks, you were still kind of straight-legged, or you could actually?
I was on crutches, but I wanted to. That was another thing. I was on crutches, and I'm recovering at my sister's house, which was kind of nice because you're out of L.A., you're out of New York, you're just in Bainbridge Island, Washington, spending some quality time with my sister and my nephews and my brother-in-law, who I know since I'm a little kid, and kind of digging it. Then I get an invitation. You're cordially invited to the world premiere of Along Came Polly, the Ben Stiller.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm in the movie, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never in a movie. I got to get out of this.
Wait, you were in that movie?
Exactly. So I go down.
I saw it on a flight. I'm trying to remember what you did in that.
So I fly down, red car. I get all dressed. I haven't been anywhere. I'm on crutches walking down the red carpet. The publicist was walking me down. I had like 2 scenes in the movie where I sing. Like the wedding band leader, really funny role, and I'm so psyched to be at this premiere. It's like my first time, out in public in almost a month. I do like 20 interviews down the red carpet. I get inside with my girlfriend, got a great seat, not in the movie. Cut out.
Oh,
They
okay.
never told me, so there I am like a schmuck on crutches.
Completely cut out of the movie.
Just going to a film.
That's all right, because the movie wasn't that good anyway.
Pretty much
the
went
basketball
to the movies that night.
The basketball scene was one of the funniest scenes in recent comedies, but besides that, the movie just didn't go anywhere.
I thought Philip Seymour Hoffman was very funny.
Well, he's a great actor.
Funny. My
He's
scenes are
great in
funny.
everything he does. But
My scenes are on the DVD. They're pretty funny.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
All right,
which is
let's
the
see.
only
you made the
DVD.
DVD. There you go. And you also were telling us during break that you went to Iraq. We were just talking to Jimmy about his Iraq experiences.
Yeah, you went to Baghdad, right?
Yeah, you went before I did. I think you went in the Iraqi summer, right?
I went in September of last year, sort of during those Jewish holiday time, right before they caught Saddam.
Yeah.
But we didn't just go to Baghdad. I went with Drew Carey, who's an ex-Marine. So we did like a psycho trip to Crete, Mosul, Baklava, Fallujah, Black Hawk.
Oh, you did Fallujah? I didn't do Fallujah.
We went all these little bases, where all the transport engineers live, like 20 miles outside each city, and some of the bases were just a couple of dozen people, and some of them were like 8,000 people.
How embarrassing would it have been, though, to see Drew Carey and Jeffrey Ross in one of those videos? Please don't kill us.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Just sitting there with the flag behind him.
It never would have been. It would have been like Drew Carey and others.
Yeah.
Right? Plus, where are they going to find an orange jumpsuit that Drew Carey could fit into anyway? It was a pretty intense trip. We did a show in front of Saddam's birthday palace in Tikrit, and they've been getting shot at every day there by these Saddam loyalists, and suddenly they defiantly put up this big stage and lit it up.
Great, light it up.
And you're on the stage.
Suddenly the
doing
night guy
comedy.
didn't seem that bad.
Our hotel, the Al Rashid Hotel in Baghdad, did you stay there?
All bases we stayed on because you had already been there and it already happened.
Yeah, our hotel got hit with a mortar and stuff. And
while you were staying there?
Yeah, we went back and stayed there that night. That was scary.
Excuse me, I'm trying to sleep upstairs.
Could you stop blowing this up? And, I went to the
Call front desk.
How is hotel service there? Do you have room service?
There's not.
Can you call down and go, hey?
Can I get a AK-47 ASAP?
Please.
And a pot of coffee?
there's a hole in my hotel room.
Yeah, I mean, I got dehydrated one day. We did a show on a flatbed truck in, like, Al Rumini Air Base near Syria. 11 of them was like 120 degrees, and afterwards I'm like dizzy. They took me to the hospital, pumped me up with some saline. It's tough over there.
Yep.
I gather.
Support our troops, USO.org, or the Wounded Warrior Project.
We went after Saddam got caught, so they kind of kept us, I think, a little closer to because all the insurgency were kind of starting up, so we really didn't have much freedom to move like that. No, the Black Hawk we didn't want.
It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, it has.
Like Dick Cheney says, we're going to have elections in January in Iraq, even if we have to kill every Iraqi person.
Yeah, they're sticking to that date.
Vote or die, motherfuckers.
Yeah. It'll be vote and die.
Vote and die.
Vote and die.
That's where Puffy should be with his campaign, because that's the real deal over there.
So how are did you guys, when you were in Blackhawks, I know in the C-1, you flew the C-130s too, right,
Yeah.
when they do the combat maneuvers, did they do them in the Blackhawks? I heard that they're vicious, man. The way
Yeah,
they
the
fly
Blackhawks fly really low and fast so they can't get shot at. I have it all on video. I made a film I'm
You did?
trying to sell.
Oh,
Just showed it at the
nice.
Hamptons International Film Festival, and it's pretty good.
How is that
I'd
festival?
love to see that.
Very, very cool. It was really neat to be a director in a documentary film festival,
I don't like the Hamptons, though, but...
Well, I didn't go. I went there in
No
October.
Ozzy out there.
No, there's a lot of well, just people I don't
It was cool.
Very good.
Excellent, man.
All right, Jeffrey, we're going to see you at Caroline's this weekend, definitely.
It's Anthony usually comes with his girl and whatever.
That's right.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Hell yeah.
I'll definitely be there
We
this
got a
weekend.
couple new zingers.
I will absolutely go.
8 o'clock show tonight, I might be able to
Greg.
pull that off.
Don't you have to go to sleep?
Well, usually it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock sleep time.
Weekends are like a reprieve.
Tonight's an early show. We'll be done
That's
before
what I'm saying.
10.
I think I can handle tonight's show.
Love to have you, pal.
By 10 o'clock, I've been asleep for a couple hours already.
Now, that's a great endorsement. That the host of the show come to the show they're plugging.
No, Jeffrey Ross telling a couple serious stories, but very funny guy. He'll be at Caroline's all weekend long, starting tonight at 8 o'clock. For your tickets, call 212-757-4100. Jeffrey, thank you. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Who are you working with? I'm sorry.
Two very funny guys, Jordan Rubin and Greer Barnes.
Oh, that's a great show.
Mm-hmm. And it's a hot one.
Nice.
Fellas, mazel tov.
Thank you.
I love your new studio. It's
State of the art, isn't it nice?
Very homey. There's not a lot of homeless derelicts hanging out in the lobby.
No, not yet. We're going to take over this whole area outside, though. These other guys don't know it
Yeah,
yet.
the cubicles and stuff are going to go, and we're
it's
going to
gonna
put some...
We're going to put a lounge in there and a performance
Little stage.
area. We're going to have a
Really?
little bar area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bands.
You got to see the design for this place.
Right now, it looks
set
like
up
Mary
like a
Tyler
club.
Moore works here.
I know. That's
This
perfect.
used to be Lou Grant's office.
That's perfect, yeah. But it's all going, man.
It's great to see you guys.
Definitely. Jeffrey Ross, everyone.
The very worst of the Opie and Anthony FU line.
Yeah, I'd like to leave a great big fuck you to this goddamn trucking company out of Paducah, Kentucky. You stupid son of a bitch, you almost run me off the road on I-75 this morning. What you don't know is I just really don't give a fuck, and I'd have let you run me off the road if you hadn't taken your damn maneuvers, stupid bastard. You got a flatbed, you're going to run somebody's shit over because you're hauling way overweight and running 85 miles an hour on a goddamn interstate that's built for 70. You red bastard. Fuck you.
Yeah, I got a nice hello from Charlie from LVI.
Fuck you, Charlie. Homo. Yeah, I'd like to send a giant fuck you out to XM Satellite Radio down in Washington, D.C. Sirius Satellite Radio, they're out there. They're C-Block and Sex Bagel at the lineup down at the red carpet. You know, they're fucking with the interns down at the comedy show. What the hell are you guys doing from Earl A? What the hell are you guys doing? You got a fucking gold mine and you're fucking it up. Fuck you.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line at 1-866-FU line 1. 1-866-FU line 1. Well, fuck you very much. Sam 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Boy. You just saved a breakfast.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Thanks for checking us out today. We're trying to get the gay out of the show today, and so far, we didn't do too well.
No?
No hot chicks calling to do stuff for us. We haven't had a couple call in to try to become the sexiest state in America.
Why?
I mean, this is where the listeners could help us out. You know, you were the guy saying that the show's getting a little too gay, but you're not helping us out.
Mm-hmm.
We got broads coming in. Not tomorrow, though, right? Next week we got lots of broads coming in.
What is
What, Jimmy?
Broads.
the 25 there he goes. Gayest moments in rock and roll? I didn't open the article to this page. It was open on the table.
Right next to the
Rent Boys
book.
Here, sweetie.
The 25.
Well, now we got to mention this. We were trying to stay away from gay material today.
This is not. This is about just pointing out gay stuff. It's not gay if you do
about
it.
rock.
Yeah, rock is such a guy thing, quote unquote. Or
rock was very gay in the 80s.
Yep.
I watch some of those videos now. You watch because I love that they're playing Beavis and Butthead with the videos included.
Are they?
Very nostalgic and very funny.
Where?
M2.
Oh, very
MTV.
cool.
Oh, it's great.
It's so funny to watch those again. Because, you know, one of these hair bands will come on and they'll just like, no. And it's really funny. But you watch it and you think, oh, my God, I used to watch that. And I would think it was cool. And it rocked. And they got those huge poodle hairdos.
Yep.
They're wearing the skimpy, ripped-up clothes and leather pants, and they're just gyrating on each other on the stage. That was, like, cool?
You know that? I mean,
what happened?
That was, quote, cooler than some of the new wave crap that was going on.
Well, everything, yeah, kind of was taking the place of what was before it. That's what happened.
Right. The hair
so
bands,
what was cool.
The
but
hair
that,
bands was a little weird on stage, but those guys were getting laid. You knew it. The new wave guys.
Never been cool.
The new wave guys with the weird hair and the, I don't know, the parachute pants and the zipper pants.
Those guys,
What was
the
going
metal
on
guys
there?
would wear the parachute pants and the zipper pants, though, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new wave guys had the weird, you know, are you talking Flock of Seagulls hairdo weird?
Well, they weren't the only ones with the weird hair.
Yeah.
even Ozzy, man, like in the shot of the
Why
dark.
does it always have to go back to Ozzy?
Because I'm saying that even him, like I watched his shot in the dark video, and he looked like Bette Midler.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was
All right.
barefoot in the video,
Yeah.
and it was just, and I love him, but it was such a gay video. There's like white doves flying in it,
Yeah, it was
and
awful.
He spins around on one with his long yellow and black coat. It's like,
That's why it's really cool to watch those old videos.
Yeah.
Oh
Well-
my God, what the hell was everyone thinking?
now, don't you feel bad that you almost criticized me? For
Yeah,
Ozzy?
I do.
I think
I
someone
do.
deserves an apology.
No, I don't. No, I'm not
Well,
apologizing.
maybe a reading
today.
coming soon.
No,
That might have been your.
no, not at all.
How many times? How many times is Freddie Mercury mentioned in that?
Yeah,
A
1
few
through
times.
23.
He's got a few in here, I believe.
Sure
yeah.
he does.
It's the 25 gayest moments in rock history. We won't spend an hour and a half on this. Don't worry. Remember Tattoo leads mass makeout session during the MTV movie awards in 2003?
The Dyke Band.
Yeah, with the redhead with the just
Right.
amazing boobs. They both
And-
have, I think, wife beater T-shirts on.
And nobody cared about them at all, except for the fact that they were dyking out.
Right.
I don't remember.
Yeah, and they brought a bunch of people up and started making out. Oh, MTV.
In 2001, Russian ad exec Ivan noticed an untapped musical niche: underage girls who pretend they're gay and the men who love them. So he created Tattoo, a hottie duo who completed every song by eating each other's face off. For the 2003 MTV Movie Awards, Julia and Lena, 18 and 17, performed All the Things She Said with an army of...
How old?
18 and 17.
They were 18 and 17?
I didn't know that. All the things she
did I?
said with an army of paired-off horny babes who on cue played tongue hockey for the cameras. Cynical yet titillating, it says.
Nice.
We'll skip over. Then in 22nd place, David Bowie fillets Mick Ronson.
What?
Mick Ronson.
How can that? What? There's 21 gayer things than Blowy. Blowy.
Blowy.
I mean,
David
Funny
Bowie.
though, David Blowie. Hey.
What is with David Blowy?
Bisexual? Oh, Lord, no. David Blowie protested in the late 70s, conveniently forgetting his show in Oxford on June 17, 1972. Guitarist Mick Ronson was mid-solo when Bowie dropped to his knees, clasped his hands to Ronson's buttocks, and began applying lips and tongue to the guitar strings.
Who
well, cares?
That's not really blowy.
No, a lot of idiots have done that on stage, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty gay.
Ozzy
though.
and Randy never did it, but I mean, I'm sure a lot of fags think that's cool.
Little Richard writes to Tutti Frutti's.
Writes Tutti Frutti?
The song originally went Tutti Frutti, good booty. If it don't fit, don't force it. You can grease it, make it easy. But with 15 minutes left in a 1955 recording session, songwriter Dorothy was brought in to sanitize and heterofy the lyrics.
Ah.
That number should just be Little Richard, period.
Little Richard was gay? See that?
I'm just going through.
Yes.
I see, like, I can't see the whole page from here.
Yeah.
But I can see enough of it. What's with the nude men?
A lot of nude men coming up. 4 acts that incredibly aren't gay. Like, you're amazed that they aren't gay.
Oh.
I think that's what you're looking at. 98 Degrees, 6-pack sporting, but we're 98% sure not gay sex enjoying. Number 3, Hall & Oates. Were they? Weren't they? Mustache notwithstanding, they almost certainly weren't. Number 2 was Manowar. What's Manowar? Oiled up and fury, codpiece equipped, yet probably not gay. I don't even remember those guys. Do you remember
Manowar, yes.
And then number 1, Milli Vanilli. Didn't sing on their records and probably didn't have sex with one another.
Well, they thought one of them was gay because he was well hung. Please tell me that's the way he killed himself. If he shot himself, I'm really annoyed.
Did he shoot himself? No, I think he did.
Hey, Todd, what's going on?
I think he hung himself.
Hey, what's going on?
What do you got, man?
I heard from a friend who's friends with O&A that you guys are going to be getting rid of Norton.
We're not getting rid of Norton.
Wait,
ever.
hold on. Where'd you hear that from, sir?
From a friend.
Yeah.
Getting rid of Norton?
Yep, that you guys are not liking that he's always jumping in and everything.
No, that's...
Really?
Who told you this?
A friend of mine who's a friend of Big Kev's.
So is Big Kev starting this rumor?
I don't know.
I know Big Kev wants a spot on this radio show. That's pretty obvious.
Not that badly.
Sir, who's your friend?
I'm not going to whip out names here.
Why not? We're very honest on this
Are
show.
names important?
Yes, because then you figure out the source of something and then sometimes the motivation behind it.
Right.
No. I'm not going to do that.
Now, are you lying because you don't like me?
No, that's not true.
Okay, I'm just asking.
That's not true. I'm a big fan of yours.
Jimmy is a fantastic addition to this program. He's invaluable, hysterical, makes me laugh on a daily basis, and
that's why we need to get rid of him.
Guys, I don't.
He's taking away time from me.
Any chit chat like that is pure bull malarkey.
Hey, easy now.
Get rid of him.
All right. Well, thanks, Todd. That's
Hey, Todd.
I didn't want you guys to get rid of him because he's a big plus to the show.
Thank you. What does your friend do? You don't have to say his name, but what's his relationship to Kev?
Oh, friendship, friend, gay lover. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Kev, any comment?
Yes. Bullshit. I don't speak about the show outside of the show unless I'm handing out wow stickers like I will be tomorrow.
Did you write that speech down, or was that right from your head?
I want to know what
I'm
friend,
winging it.
What friend is spreading this awful
I do too, so if it is actually one of my friends who's spreading this rumor, I can kick his ass thoroughly.
Well, I don't care if people spread the rumor, but any chick that might bang me because I'm on this show, don't believe that falsehood.
There you go.
For a minute.
All right, the top 10 gayest moments. We'll run through this. Skid Row frontman does Broadway. That's when Sebastian Bach caused a furor by wearing an AIDS kills fags dead T-shirt.
Wow.
Oh, remember that?
I forgot all about that. And then he was on Broadway doing Jekyll and Hyde, and I don't know.
Rocky Horror.
I guess that makes him make the gay list here. I don't know. That's
just a back slam at him. That's all. That's their way of going. Let's put him on the gay list. That'll really bug him.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I don't get thrown off. Did I jump in?
No. Number 9. Boy George finds his muse. When we all found out that Boy George and the drummer were going out.
Oh, that was a surprise. Boy George might have been.
Whatever.
Okay.
In 8th, Kurt Cobain gets kissed on SNL. Remember that?
Who kissed him?
At closing credits basis, Chris Novoselic bounded up to Cobain and drummer Dave Grohl and gave them both full open mouth kisses.
The unsuccessful Nirvana person.
Number 7, Melissa Etheridge gets her sperm from David Crosby.
The comedian?
Norm Crosby.
So, two sperms walk into a box. Oh, no, we don't belong here. She's gay.
Number 6, of course, it's Rob Halford telling everyone he's gay. That was an unbelievable story.
That's something we all should have seen.
Yeah, just look
back
at
in
the old
day.
videos. My God.
With his biker leather on. And
Hell-bent for leather.
Hell-bent for leather, yes. Number 5, Cher makes the gayest video ever. Remember when she's singing in front of the sailors with her butt showing, and then she's riding the cannon.
Is that gay?
I guess.
The sailors in it were gay, but
she's awful.
Let's see. Number 4. Number 4, Freddie Mercury names his band.
Yeah, wow.
Queen. Yes, we get it. Just before his band toured with Leonard Skinner in 1971, bisexual singer Freddie Mercury came up with the name Queen, which he snickered sounded regal. Skinner realized its other connotations, but for decades they were the only ones. Queen's hetero audience was so oblivious to the pun that when mildly androgynous New Waver's Teardrop Explodes supported Queen in 1982, Queen fans greeted the openers with homophobic abuse.
Boo, faggot.
All right, number 3, gayest moments in music history. George Michael getting busted in the men's room. What an idiot. And let's see, number 2, Elton John comes out of the closet.
What?
Well, for a while he was,
Yeah, another one we all saw, but no one said anything about. Who was on the receiving end of a Freddie Mercury blowjob? With those rabbit teeth. Oof. Jesus. No, I'm just looking at the picture over there. And... No?
Anything?
Kinda.
We're all just picturing it.
Yeah, you kind of conjures.
And the number 1 gayest moment ever in music, YMCA.
Village People.
That would have been a great cue, Eric, you ass.
Yeah, well.
Did Eric miss a cue?
Not really, because this bit stinks.
Well, we're just talking. It's not a bit even. My dad took me to see the Village People when I was a little boy.
Oh. What?
Really?
In concert. I saw them in concert.
Why would your dad take you to see the Village People?
I don't know. Why would I play Monster Rain? How many questions are we going to ask? I'm just saying that I went to see the Village People, and Sister Sledge was the opening band.
So was he a fan of the Village People?
No, I was. I had all their records.
And you were family.
Wow, that's a big surprise.
YMCA. I had In the Navy. I had
Macho
Macho
Man.
Man was great, and the live one, Live and Sleazy.
You were the strangest little kid. Just a little
And
weirdo.
he's a normal man?
No.
How did you discover the Village People?
They were huge in the 70s.
No, dude. There was knowing about the Village People and then discovering the Village People.
I don't know,
listening to
but I
them.
remember the construction crew
Like
cover.
I discovered in my little brain Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. We have something in common. I was a big Sabbath fan when I first started, getting into music. Village People. You knew the songs, you heard them a lot, but it wasn't like I need to buy their albums.
You must have been an AM listener.
Oh my God, they're coming to the Nassau Coliseum. I gotta wait online and get my ticket. Why would you get into that band?
The 2 concerts in the 70s my dad took me to were Kiss at the Garden and the Village People.
And did you realize, looking around, what was in the audience?
I don't remember it, dude. I didn't even know they were gay. I had no idea. I mean, Felipe Rose, the Indian, I probably would have realized was gay. Or Victor Willis, the lead singer, I heard wasn't gay.
Wait. You know the names of the...
I know a couple of the names. Felipe Rose and, Victor Willis, the lead singer.
Oh, man.
Who doesn't know that? I Am What I Am. I mean, I should have known that was a gay song.
Oh, my God. Club Soda Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
I didn't even know you entered the studio, Kenny.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
I have a question for Jimmy Kins.
Sure.
Why would you be coming into the city today? I'm just wondering.
To see your lovely face.
Why don't you raise the mic up instead of hunching over there? You're 6'8".
Have to raise the mic up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I'm starting to think there might be something going on today, Anthony.
C-A-Y-M-I-K. Now, I wanted to ask Jimmy Kins, at that concert, is that where you learned how to rub up against people?
No, I don't remember. Oh, frottage. I engaged in frottage in high school. It's called
frottage.
Well, I actually almost got thrown out of school because I did it to a teacher. Where you bump into a girl's ass with your hand and you see if you can get both cheeks. I did it to Miss. I don't want to say her last name.
Wow.
I did it to a teacher.
Whoa. It's called frottage?
Frottage is the actual fetish of rubbing your cock on people. I would do that all the time. And one time I did it to a teacher in the pool area. Miss Dunn, her name was, and she had.
Wait, you try to rub your cock on 2 cheeks,
or your hand, whatever you could get.
Getting it over that butt crack is.
I used to go home and whack off thinking about how many cheeks I got, and I got Miss Dunn. We were in the pool area. I walked by; it was just me and her. walking by, and I just grazed. It was called grazing. I grazed her ass, and I felt her spin and glare at me, and I just kept walking.
Oh, you little creep!
And it was your
yeah.
You definitely got her with your junk, not your hand.
No, my hand,
Oh,
which was
okay,
worse.
all right.
It was like I grabbed her ass. In the back of my hand, both knuckles across, and the little slope, cheek crack, cheek.
Oh.
Who's better than him?
Leaving some chocolate treat he just ate on our butt.
My high
Little
school
telltale fingerprints.
My high school was known for ETs.
What were those?
Elbow tits.
Oh,
that's too violent. You couldn't get a good feel with any tits.
No,
it wasn't like a
feel with
no.
an
It was
elbow
it was
either.
as soft as possible too.
But I mean, even just the elbow's a hard bone. I'm saying.
Just walking by, you just walk with your elbows a little higher. That's all.
Dude, I used to love.
It was a weird thing in my high school. Everyone used to talk about it. The
Wow.
ETs. You get any ETs today?
My favorite girl was Liz. She was a senior. I was a freshman. I used to always try to bump into her because she was juicy, man. I would look at girls and just figure I have to graze her somehow.
They would probably all know and go, oh, here comes that creepy Jimmy kid.
Do you still do that?
No. It's actually, I'll avoid it now. It feels too violating. No, I don't do that at all anymore. Ever.
What the hell was that? So the Village People. That's.
They were
kinda
good
weird.
live. Sister Sledge, We Are Family was a big hit.
Was a
Who didn't
big
enjoy
hit at
Sister
the time.
Sledge in
Did you have
78?
Village People posters in your room?
I might have. I don't remember.
Oh my God.
I don't remember.
Who'd you dress up like?
No, I didn't dress up as
Oh,
any
that
of
would
the
have been
Village People.
cute.
No,
Jimmy
I did
went
not.
dressed up like a little cowboy or something.
No, I think Glenn was one of the guys too. I don't remember all their names.
Of course, it was Glenn.
There was the construction worker, of course, but I didn't know they were gay. I didn't get it.
You don't care
I didn't know
as a kid.
Village meant 14th Street to Houston. I mean, I didn't realize that.
You thought it was like a village.
Like a village of cool people,
Right,
where
cool.
everyone, all men worked and sang.
people.
They were cool. The Indian was my favorite. Growing up, the Indian was my favorite. I thought
Was
he
he?
was the coolest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was about 10 and I knew they were gay, and I didn't even know what gay meant.
No, I was very young. I didn't understand. I didn't know
I just
that.
knew that that's not how they dress when they're out on the street doing those professions.
All
I
these
didn't
things
know.
add up, though. The Monster Rain, this, the playing asteroids for a.
I was a weirdo.
You were a weird little kid.
Don't say was.
I used to fantasize.
That bothers me that you think there's a was in that sentence.
Kiss were my heroes growing up. Kiss in the 70s.
Well, Kiss was all our heroes.
And I used to fantasize.
I bought every Kiss album.
So did I. Well, it was bought for me, but I used to fantasize about Kiss. Not sexually, but they would come to my house.
I had a problem that they wore makeup. I was a little uncomfortable with the Kiss makeup.
That's why
thing.
I liked them. That's why, because they were like
Of course.
superheroes. They were like superheroes.
I got to hear this fantasy.
That they would come. This was a recurring one. That Kiss would come to my apartment and hurt me and kick me down the stairs and beat me, and then hug me and love me and make me feel better.
You're kidding.
No.
Please tell me.
Oh no, that was
this is a joke.
That was a recurring fantasy. It was never sexual though. It was about I don't know why I associated because I had a pretty normal household. I always associated that uncomfortability with love.
Yeah, have you ever met his parents?
They're very nice, normal people.
They're the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Never abusive. They were really
That you
great to
know
grow
of.
up with.
So
Well, yeah,
where
I
did
know,
this
yeah.
come from?
Well, my dad drank a little abusive.
Why
sure.
would you have this fantasy?
Don't
that
know.
Kiss comes to your house now. Do
Yes.
they knock or are they just there?
Don't remember. I can just remember my steps in my house and picturing Paul and Gene and all of them loving me and making me feel better and hugging me and telling me I was
But
a good
they're
boy.
the ones that beat you.
That's the oddness of it. I don't know where it's. Look, why would I fantasize about? Why would my favorite play friend? I had two play friends growing up. One was a middle-aged woman named Helen with a beehive hairdo. I don't know where that came from. That was one of my imaginary friends. And one
Imaginary friend was
named Helen. Helen, yeah, with a beehive hairdo, and one was
Keep tabs on all this, people. You'll be tested.
One was a little boy who was me, but he wore a cape, and his name was Jimmy Robinson. and me
I can't absorb all this stuff. You're going too quickly.
It's all true.
I want to remember all of this.
And me and Jimmy Robinson hated Jimmy Norton. That I remember.
You know,
wait. You and Jimmy Robinson.
My fantasy friend was Jimmy Robinson, but it was me in a
And it was
cape.
you. But how could you and him hate you?
Gee, I don't know. That was just the fantasy that I would play with Jimmy Robinson, and Jimmy Norton was another fantasy character. I mean, sure, there's psychologists all over the tri-state area writing this down.
My
wow,
I don't
split
know.
personality crap.
No. I don't think it was split personality. It was just this weird self-esteem stuff.
And you and hate him. Did you talk to Jimmy Robinson?
Oh yeah, I remember. My only memory of a vivid
Jimmy Robinson.
because I thought he was cool from Lost in Space. Will Robinson.
Will
I thought that name was
Robinson. You're Jimmy Robinson.
So my only real memory of Jimmy Robinson was him riding a tricycle, which was me with this cape on, flowing behind him. That's how young I was. I don't know where it came from.
Did it say anything on your cape?
No, it was just a plain cape, as all cool people had. You
No
don't have anything
JR
on your cape.
on your chest?
No. Bum, bum, bum.
I think you were touched at a very, very young age.
It's very possible, dude.
I mean,
but
very, like under 5.
there's other things that contribute to self-esteem too.
You know,
it's not necessarily that. It doesn't always have to be that. You
know,
know,
I'm just going to throw this out there because I know it's a hacky radio bit, but I don't know. Would you ever go under hypnosis?
I've tried already.
On
and they
our
just,
show?
No, they tried. I can't be hypnotized. They tried on Tough Crowd recently because there was a really funny idea. I don't know what they were going to have me do, but they were going to hypnotize me to do something, and then Patrice, they were going to try to hypnotize. Like every time Colin said a certain word, Patrice would just shut up because he would always talk over people. So that was. But I can't be hypnotized. I can't relax enough.
No.
I tried to, and the guy's like,
Can
"You're
you
getting
imagine
sleepy."
him under hypnosis with like a real expert?
This guy was an expert.
No, I'm just saying if we did it on the show.
No, I can't be.
Yeah,
I'm too
I
easily
don't buy
distracted.
any of that anyway.
Okay,
now you covered the Jimmy Robinson. What about the woman now that was your playmate?
I don't know
What
where
did
she came
do?
from. Helen was my. I don't know where
Helen, an older. That's like a librarian. Or
Yes.
was that the type of woman she was?
Yeah, she was in her. I'm picturing her right now.
After Helen Keller.
No, it wasn't after Helen Keller. It was. She had
You could picture what she looked like as a real person.
Oh
in your head?
yeah. She actually. Maybe I saw a picture of my mother when she was very young because it reminds me a little bit of my mom, like from the '60s, who obviously was before I was born. But Helen had a beehive hairdo, frosted. And she was my imaginary friend, was Helen. I don't know why.
I love this stuff.
It's
man.
completely true.
It is insane.
That's bizarre.
Every day I learn a little more about what just a little creep you are. Just a frightening little messed up kid.
Oh, it was
I love it.
Stop with the were.
No,
were,
it's no.
the
You know what
was.
it is? Were and was is fine because now he's an adult who makes his own decisions. It's based on what he wants to do. He's a freewheeling guy. If he wants to buy hookers and have them crap on him, that's fine. You're an adult. As a kid, it's creepy because kids do things like play with their friends with toys. They enjoy Christmas. They enjoy their parents. They don't make up little playmates that are them with capes and little school marm type playmates that are 50 friggin' years old with beehive hairdos. They don't play Monster Rain. They don't enjoy the Village People. It's just a creepy little thing.
The Village People, the only thing you're wrong about is the Village People, because they were very big back then. And again, when you're that
Maybe as a
young,
kid,
you don't
very
recognize. They were like
colorful and fun.
Makeup. They had the costumes. I love Kiss for that reason too.
There
It's
you
like,
go. Oh, the Kiss beating story.
You know
That's
what?
odd. Yeah,
I don't think we can find another listener that grew up listening to the Village People.
I guarantee you can.
No way,
dude. They were in the '70s, man. When they were
I
huge.
would hear them when I'm driving. My mother.
We all knew who they were,
would
but
listen,
you
but-
didn't become a fan of the Village People. You
Back-
just didn't.
Well, back then it was
There was not one person in my high school that went around saying he liked the Village People.
because there was
high
a
school.
disco rock split back then. I didn't know about that. I was a little too young.
How old
What
were
did I say
you
in high
when
school?
you were?
Junior
a
high,
kid?
whatever.
When were the Village People popular? '78. So I was 10.
All right, he's 10 years old, so it's different.
I was 11 when I saw. My father took me to see Kiss in the Garden. I think Cheap Trick opened in December 16th of '79 on the Alive 2 tour.
I could even buy that you're 10 and you're a Village People fan, not knowing.
Yeah.
That's fine. The Kiss thing, you be a Kiss fan, that's fine. But you would be a Kiss fan without the images of them beating you up and then
Granted, it's
coddling you
bizarre.
and saying it's all going to be okay.
And hugging. I told you, I got my picture with Kiss recently. The first time I'd ever met. With Gene, I was starstruck.
You were scared you're going to get bitch slapped by Paul Stanley.
Dude, when he
How do you allow Paul Stanley to bitch slap
He
you?
didn't bitch slap. Oh, and the thing, he put it behind
In your fantasy, did he hold your head close to his puffy hair chest?
No, dude, it wasn't about sexual stuff.
everybody!
Dude,
we're gonna cuddle Jimmy Norton!
He from behind me. I had the photo. You can see the photo. I'm standing there. He reaches around behind me and puts his arm on my chest. This is last November. I tilted my head and put it on his bicep. It was like a childhood
That
hero
was it.
thing.
Yeah.
It was like I almost held his arms. I didn't do it.
Your fantasy come true.
It wasn't about sex. I'm not. I didn't want to touch Paul Stanley, but it was like it's like a superhero.
That's another part of the weirdness.
for you to touch him.
Yeah, probably.
That's another part of the weirdness. If you said you had some kind of physical attraction and it was a sexual thing, it would be disgusting to me. But the thing is, it's creepy.
Yeah.
That you just wanted them to say, to like your company and love you and
be my
cuddle you
friend and
after
hug me.
beating you.
After kicking me down the steps and beating me up.
That is so weird.
Oh.
I got to play the Monster Rain thing. We're not taking a break, but Monster Rain, the commercial by Laszlo.
Yeah.
From GTA. It's not in GTA, but Laszlo decided to put this together for us. Check it out.
He was just the boy next door.
Mikey, where are you?
It's the game for kids that's sweeping the country. are you doing?
Jesus H. Christ, my little baby!
Monster Rain. Monster Rain. The game you play under the porch. Monster Rain.
I like that one, man.
It's hilarious.
That is bizarre, though, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a little odd. I admit it. I don't know where it comes from or what it is.
Jimmy Robinson.
The cape.
Well, here's a guy that also listens to the Village People. I'm stupefied today. Steve, what's up?
I'm using Steve because I ain't giving my real name. I got to back up, Jim. I honestly listen to the Village People.
Really?
How old are you?
I mean, all right, listen. We all heard them on the radio. I mean, did you consider yourself a fan?
Yep.
How old were you?
So weird.
2 years older than you, Jimmy.
Oh, so yeah, you were 12, 13. I mean, it's pretty normal. They were kind of cool guys, you thought, back then.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm saying Steve because I'm in Brooklyn.
Live and sleazy. You know, that was a good song when you were young.
I only know a couple of the hits. That's about it.
In the Navy?
Well, in the Navy, I know.
YMCA, obviously everybody knows, but there's a couple of...
Macho Man. You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
go to a
Macho
wedding
Man.
without hearing like YMCA or
No,
something at
of
the end of the
course.
night. So
And the Yankees
that awful
Fields
grounds crew. Yeah.
The grounds
Oh, that's
crew
right.
would come out. And
What's that stand
Chris,
for with the Village People? Young men carry AIDS?
Chris from Boston. Hey, guys, can you picture Lil Jim in his little Kiss Army makeup with a little black tear running down his face after getting his ass kicked by grown men in cat makeup?
I never dressed up like Kiss.
No.
Never wore the Kiss makeup.
Oh, well, that fixes
It
everything.
would almost be sacrilegious. I felt that I couldn't.
Really?
Yeah, no, I never dressed up
You
like
were
that.
a huge Kiss fan then.
Ugh. Beyond. Dude, my father had to buy tickets 6 months in advance, and we were almost in the top row in the Garden. That's how Kiss in the 70s was bigger than anybody is today.
And was the night of the concert like this was a big thing? It was going to be amazing.
Dude, I was a god in the neighborhood. No one else could get tickets. They're like, Jimmy's going to see Kiss. This is in August. In December, he's going to see Kiss.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my dad got me tickets.
tell him to get out from under the porch. It's time to go to Kiss.
Yeah. Maybe there's another reason you were a god in the neighborhood. Just sucking all their wieners.
You would think you would get better tickets for all the sucking you did as a kid. My God.
I still didn't tell you about the brother and sister that I used to have sit on my face so I could smell their pea-stained underwear. I'll tell you about that someday.
Oh, Jesus.
Considering the show really blows today,
A
maybe you should
brother
pull that
and
one out of your back
sister?
pocket.
Yeah, I can't say their names, but when I was that young.
Why the brother, too?
I didn't. Again, it wasn't a sex. It was just the smell of piss. It wasn't him sexually. I actually was.
You or Jimmy Robinson that was.
I was unfortunately Jimmy Norton. I'd love to blame that one on Helen, but I think she was trying to ixnay on the face sitting A. But no, it wasn't about the one. I was attracted to the sister, actually. That was the girl that I was naked one time in front of me, and I loved her ass so much. I was sitting next to some sticker bushes, and I'm like, you can either sit in my lap or sit in the sticker bushes, and she sat in the sticker bushes, which destroyed my little self-esteem. That.
And how old were you?
Again, second, third grade. I moved.
See, I had no clue about this stuff when I was
out of
growing
that
up.
neighborhood. Halloween of fourth grade, which is the very beginning of fourth grade. So anything I'm talking about, this stuff, all happened before Halloween of
Right.
fourth grade. All of it. Yeah.
And a brother and sister.
Not at the same time, but
Not
yeah.
at the same
They both
time.
would pee their pants. I imagine they had a wonderful upbringing.
Not at the same time.
No, I mean, it wasn't some weird... And it wasn't even a sexual thing.
It
was just
wasn't
a smell.
some weird, he starts saying.
See, we could almost let you off the hook if it was them together, because then you could say, well, I did it because the sister... I don't know, but that
Yeah.
means you were just under the porch with the
No,
guy.
this was behind the bushes. in front
Behind
of
the bushes.
Yeah.
And what would you say? Take off
Don't
your
rem-
pants?
No, with pants on. No, it's never nude.
Oh,
the only
pants
one I
on.
wanted to see nude was the sister, who I had like a real crush on.
I would
liked
love
her.
to take a black light to his childhood home, behind the bushes, under the porch.
And you'd say, sit on my face?
Don't remember how it would go. I honestly don't remember. I can just remember liking the smell.
Yeah, there's got to be a beginning to that, though.
I'm sure there is. Probably happened during wrestling, and I would pretend to lose. I don't know.
Oh, got ya. Yeah,
Do
something
not
like
know.
All right, let's.
But the girl I really had a
Unbelievable.
crush on. She was a year older than me.
So glad
Yeah.
we're getting the gay out of
Where
the show.
is she buried now?
Yeah, where can we find her? Brian from VA, what's up?
Oh, man, I'm telling you guys, you got to get the gay out the radio. You got to get rid of Norton, man.
That's not gay.
What's gay about that?
It's weird.
Listen to the show for the last month, man. You're getting subliminal mmessages across the radio that Norton's gay from 5 years old playing Monster Rain to
talking about
It's the weird thing. He's the last person that you would think is gay. He's not gay.
Yeah, dude, I open up about the childhood. How many guys, maybe some haven't, but a tremendous amount of people did stuff in their childhood. They're too afraid to be open about. Who cares?
I just think Norton's hiding something. He's afraid to come out because
Hiding something? I wish he would hide something. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I love women.
I don't know if he'd suck one, but I believe he'd hold it in his mouth till the swelling went down.
We have to hear Norton talk about a different woman almost every day. The guy is obsessed with women.
Mr. Norton is very secure in his sexuality.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, Kenny.
Jesus, Jimmy, didn't you ever do normal things like play Little League or go to
Yes.
Disney World?
I went to Disney World as a young man with my girlfriend, and I played Little League. I was a pitcher. I have pictures of
Not
myself.
a catcher?
No, in Little League I played a lot of outfield.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I used to spin in a circle once to the right. And I remember one time I was playing for Young's Glass Service, and Mr. Wasenta was my coach, Wasenta. And I would spin in the circle to the right in the outfield. And I'll never forget from the dugout, he screams, "Hey, Jimmy, what are you, a ballerina?" In front of like the other team and my team.
Boy.
Yeah, it was nothing but humiliation growing
Was
up.
Chico's Bail Bonds was the other team sponsor, right? Believe.
They're remaking that movie.
Little League was when I had my first gay experience. I was playing catcher, and the umpire checked me for a cup.
Really?
Yeah.
Kenny, Jesus.
Yeah. I love the delivery.
I'm so glad you protect us. Sparky, what's up?
Hey guys, how is it?
How is it?
Hi, Sparky.
It's Mississippi checking in.
Hey, Jimmy's normal. Leave the poor man alone. We used to listen to ABBA and the Village People, and we listened to all that as kids, and we played the silly games. My sister used to have a tea party where her collie dog, her female collie dog, was her husband, and I was the baby.
Wow.
So, I used to have dreams about sleeping with my big Aunt Jemima black nanny when I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty normal stuff when you're a kid.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's all right.
Thank you.
He may be a little weird now, but he was all right as a kid.
Yeah, it's just you don't know. You just know certain things are taboo or whatever. You don't know why. I mean, you're too young. I didn't get rods back then.
Right. You're experiencing things. I mean, you're just learning. You don't really know that it's bad.
Huh.
It feels good.
All right.
Well, boy, does it.
Thank you, Sparky. Joe has...
I remember being friends with Casper the Friendly Ghost. That was about as weird as I got as a kid. I was actually friends with him. And he came over the house and, I played with him.
Burned a cross on someone's lawn. Then you realized.
Hey, that's not Casper.
Yeah. Wait a
My
minute.
new neighbors from West Virginia.
There's a for sale sign in front of the Wilson's house.
Oh, yeah.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Casper the Friendly Ghost was my
Imaginary
play friend, yeah.
And what would you do with Casper?
I would go out in the backyard, play with the dog, dig holes in the ground, throw rocks.
Did you see Casper? I don't think I had an imaginary friend growing up. When you have one of these imaginary friends, do you actually see them?
Oh, yes, you visualize them, yes.
Yeah, I visualized, but never saw, but you...
Well, not so... I mean, in your mind, are you seeing Casper the Friendly Ghost as you're playing with the dog?
You look up to talk to him, if you're digging a hole in the ground, you're like, hey, this
Some
is
people
fun.
say those are ghosts, real live ghosts, and they only kids can see them.
Casper the Friendly Ghost. See right through him.
Oh.
That's weird.
But that's about as weird as it got with me. It was he never kicked my ass and then held me.
It's so weird. Joe in Delaware has a theory on Jim's stuff here. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
Welcome to the radio program.
Good to be here, man. I got your problem figured out for you.
All right.
The Helen woman was the chick who molested you before you were 5. Little Jimmy Robinson with the cape was a superhero who you wished you could be to fight her off.
Uh-huh.
And that's why you need Kiss to abuse you and then coddle you.
Because it's your fault, but it's okay.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I was abused by a woman named Helen, to be honest with you. I don't know if Jimmy Robinson was going to help. Who knows?
All kidding aside, do you think you were abused as a kid?
To be honest with you, probably not. I'm not going to say definitely no, but I'm pretty open about searching for the memories and stuff like that. And anything that happened at that age was just consensual stuff with kids my age. It's almost like
Shenanigans.
it's possible somebody I did it with was abused and introduced me to it. I don't know, but they were all my age. It was never an adult. It was never a creepy uncle. It was always, you know what I mean? Like I remember the first girl that put her ass in my face. Her name was Janice in Devil's Creek, the woods between River Heights and Marina Gardens, the two apartments. And she was a year older than me, and I put my face against her cool ass cheeks, and I still love asses today. So a lot of it might have just been normal exploration.
All right, let's say hi to Brandon in Atlantic City.
Yo, Opie, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why are you trashing Jimmy about having fantasies of men beating him up and you went to college and had it done?
Thank you, man. Good point. At least Gene Simmons never asked me to pick up a yummy treat with my asshole and drop it on Peter Chris's porch.
I guess I should have known better.
Yeah.
You have the excuse of youth?
Thank you, sir. That was an excellent point.
All right. I have nothing on that one.
Then Kiss made me lie on my stomach in the basement, and they poured hot sauce and made me
All right,
exercise.
that wasn't my story.
I know, I'm just
All
saying.
right. Okay, let's go to Ed in Jersey. Hey, Ed.
Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning.
Hi, Ed.
Jimmy, if I may revert back to you talking about Miss Dunn and playing frontage.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a gym teacher?
No, she was not.
Oh, then I apologize for wasting your time, because there was a teacher, Miss Dunn, in my school, and everyone banged her. I thought.
Where was your school?
Clifton. It was Jersey still, but a little north.
Yeah, no. The woman I think of, like, students banged her?
Oh, yeah. She would sit in the lunchroom with the kids that she was banging. It was like several, not even one, like all the jocks.
No, I didn't go to school in Clifton anyway.
No, you went Plainfield, like that area, right?
No. I went to another one, no. But no, she was not a gym teacher.
No, I feel like a complete ass. Never mind.
Why? That's all right. It's still a good story.
All right. Well, thank you. Bill from North Carolina. What's up, Bill?
Man, first off, man, I'm just kind of pissed off at you guys as interns, man. They suck ass.
Why?
Why? They're great.
No, man, I've called here to give you guys a story here like Monday. It was just freaking killer. It would have perfectly segged into what you guys are talking about. And then today, with Jeffrey on there talking about the broken bones, I called back up again to kind of put it in there so it was...
Oh, you're the
story
guy.
of-
I already know who you are because you call every day. You're the guy that has a story. Watch how smart I am. Has a story about a stripper that broke her arm while
and
doing
then was sexually assaulted while she was down on the ground.
What?
Yes. I mean, that's kind of like I was telling them. What happened was, I'm a police officer. I got called to an assault at a strip joint here. We get there, and what had happened is one of the strippers went to jump on the brass pole, and when she did, she missed or something, but she landed and broke both her bones in her right arm. I guess it's her radius and ulna, and it was open fracture, so the bones are hanging out. And while she's curled up in the fetal position on the stage, one of the guys on the floor, one of the patrons, he decides to freaking slam his fingers in and out of her, and I quote from the guy there, it was like Indiana Jones reaching under the wall to grab his hat. She just slammed his hands in her and slammed her hands back out of her. And to me, I'm sorry, that's freaking funny. I don't care who you are. And if you guys don't think that's funny, well, that's just crazy. You just cut it off anyway. Fucking cocksuckers.
I love the dejected hang up when you hear cocksucker.
Imagine if you never heard that story.
You're right. Good point, Ken.
John from New York City. What's up, John?
Hey, guys, I remember it was 1979. I remember like it was yesterday. My parents were going out, and I said, listen, what am I going to do at home at night? Why don't you get me an album? And they bought me I'm Ready for the 80s. It was Village People.
Parents thinking they know what their kid wants.
Exactly. So I remember there was a channel called Uptown. It was only in their bedroom. I remember listening to Village People and watching this channel. It was like a porno channel and masturbating while Village People were playing on it.
Wow. Parents are out. You could get a good jack in.
Yeah.
Parents are out.
I feel like I'm in therapy.
Remember that when
Thanks, John.
Showtime first started? They used to do that exercise show where it was girls in these leotards on these rotating round platforms, and they would just do exercises, and the cameras would drift by them and slowly, just give a crotch shot and then pan back a little bit, and then.
I had no clue.
Really?
No,
yeah,
not on
this
that
was
one.
going on Showtime.
I
when it first
whacked.
started.
I whacked to I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah.
Who's Dreenie?
I dream of Jeannie.
I dream of Trini Lopez.
I dream of Trini. I dream of Jeannie.
Nothing was better than Petticoat Junction.
Oh, with the three girls up in the water tower.
I'll say.
You know something? That was a very hot thing as a kid watching that, and it was a split second. It was the girls from Petticoat Junction, and they were bathing, I guess, in the county water supply. They're in the water tower, and their towels were hanging up on the edge of the tower, and they would peek over the top and kind of give a little flirtatious look, and then pull their towel off, and you knew they were naked because they were bathing, and they show their bare shoulders, and it was really, really hot when you were a kid seeing that because you just imagined. Yeah.
Well, you said it, Kenny. Jason from PA. What's up, Jason?
Hey, I know what happened to our poor little Jimmy Norton.
What, Jason?
He was about 3 years old. He's driving in the car with his dad, and some asshole on the radio told him Santa didn't exist.
And drink the magic juice.
That's funny. Thank you, Jason.
Take care.
All right. Let's go to Kevin in Buffalo. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's happening?
What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know I got wowed by a car full of teenage girls yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. That wow works like a charm, I'm telling you.
Yep.
Get
Yeah,
that
right,
wow on your
another
ride and watch the fun ensue.
Yes.
Women see the wow on the car, and they'll if they're feeling it, they'll wow you.
Yes, they will.
Teenagers.
Teenage wow.
Teen wow.
Mean old Mr. Gravity ain't set in yet.
Very nice.
The only thing that can make wow better.
All right, and you can get your wow stickers by going to opieandanthony.com. There's a place to fill in your info. Yes.
Can I make a request? That guy, I'm getting a half a rod thinking about this teacher banging people. That guy who said the teacher banged people in Clifton, can you call one of the interns and off air leave her real name, and I'll let you know if it was the same teacher I had. Because if I find out my teacher switched to the other school and was banging people, I'm going to whack my bag for 6 months.
Just thinking about that.
Oh.
I'm so excited.
Oh. Yeah, but do it off the air. I don't want to say her real name on the air.
All right, let's go to Keith in, Keith on Long Island. What's up, Keith?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Hi, Keith.
Little messed up story. I mean, a lot of people played doctor when they were a little kid, and I remember I have a vivid memory of playing doctor with this girl behind the bookcase in preschool, and she bumped into me a little later in life after we got out of high school, and we brought it up. And apparently, though, we got caught one time by our teacher and didn't stop us. Preschool teacher, man, watched us playing doctor.
Oh, little kids playing little doctor with each other, and the teacher just watched?
Just kind of watched. I don't remember, but she has a vivid memory of this.
Wow.
Well, what exactly did you do?
I remember she used to take down her pants, and we would go behind the bookcase, and I would just kind of investigate the area at a wee 4 years old.
And then what?
That was it. I mean, as far as my memory is concerned, that was it. But apparently, we got in trouble one time. But we didn't have to stop doing it. The teacher just watched us playing.
And then what happened?
Nothing.
Are you sure you're making this up?
Okay.
How do we get verification?
I wouldn't know how to help you there.
Why not?
He found out. I do recall doing something when I was about 10, and I guess my sister was about 7 or something, and she was having a slumber party over the house, and she had her little friends over, and they put on their little nightgowns, and I would make them have headstand competitions against the wall, because their nightgowns would flop over their heads.
Genius.
And I'd be able to look at them in their little underwear, up against the wall, upside down, and I'd see their little panties.
Didn't we do that same stunt in Massachusetts?
It still works like a charm. Headstand contest, go ahead.
And weren't we 30 years old?
That happens. Sure. Hey, if something's good, you stick with it. If it works. I remember one time, and this was at one slumber party.
Yeah.
There was this girl lived down the street, and I was doing the headstand contest thing. They were wearing their nightgowns, and she did the headstand, and she was wearing these panties that were so loose that the leg hole slipped to the side, and I saw everything. Wasn't just like panties. Saw everything. And was like, I couldn't even deal with it.
Yeah, it's
I
hot.
thought my eyes were going to pop out of my head. As a
Wow,
kid, you're just like a boil was going on in my head. It was my brain was boiling.
Nice. All right, we're going to take a break, Amp.
Remind me to tell you about the time I got caught staring at a crotch when we come back.
Oh, Jesus. We're trying to get out of this.
Wow, it was a girl's crotch.
Oh.
A woman, actually.
But it was young Ben.
Oh,
No.
Well,
You can't avoid that
different.
crotch. Ben opens the door with his big bulge. It's frightening. I bet his pubic hair is all in disarray like his head hair is, too. It's all messed up and sweating and matted. Little hat on his helmet.
We do think that Ben's hung like a retard.
I don't know
We have
why.
said that for many years.
I'm dying to know what Ben's packing, and not in a gay way. I just want a girl to tell me. It's either Ben, here's what Ben is. Ben either has the type of dick that you open, that you, as a man, you go Jesus, or it's 3 inches with elephantitis of the testicles.
No, Ben told me he's 2 inches from the floor. No, really. Ben told me he's 4 inches wide.
You stink. Wow. Hey, let's play a Monster Rain song. Which one you want to hear? We got Monster Mash. We got, where's the third one?
This is a third Monster Rain song?
We got 3 now.
Yeah.
Sweeping the nation, folks.
Oh, absolutely.
You like the Monster Mash one, right?
Yeah. The Monster Rain Monster Mash.
All right, let's do this. Are we going to get to the lottery thing?
What lottery thing?
That you brought in?
Okay, we'll do it tomorrow. It's not going to change.
All right, we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we also have, remember we were talking about Catty Shack 2? Worst sequel ever made.
Yeah.
Eric ran out and got Catty Shack 2, and we got Dan Aykroyd trying to be Bill Murray.
He's hilarious.
Are you doing a movie with him or something? Why are you kissing his ass?
Dan Aykroyd? No, it's a very funny character he did.
Oh, in Catty Shack 2?
Oh,
yeah.
hoot.
It's so,
all right, hold on,
you
man.
got to be on dope.
Hold on a minute. Lori,
Yeah,
what's going on?
I'm getting fucked.
You're getting what?
Fucked.
What, you order Sirius?
You sound like you're in a car.
I am. I'm in an 8-wheeler.
You're in an 18-wheeler?
Yes.
And are you guys on the side of the road at a rest stop? What are you doing?
We're at our parking lot.
A parking lot.
Yes.
And, what city or state?
And we're in Texas.
Texas?
Texas, the great state of Texas.
What part of Texas?
South Texas.
What?
Laredo.
Laredo.
And he's banging you right now?
Yeah, he is. Feels good, too.
Well, we got to hear this somehow. I mean, she's just...
Hold the phone so we can hear the squish.
So you can hear the squish.
Roll the windows up. Joy, the windows down or up?
They're up.
Okay.
You want us to tuck off?
Well, we need the noises of love.
The sounds of amour.
Can you turn the truck off? Is that possible?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if it's the truck. I think it's just cars going by.
he said. He needs to be able to hear you fuck me.
And what do you look like?
What do I look like? 5'7". I weigh 128 pounds. I've got short blonde hair, and I've got hazel eyes.
Are you one of those? What are they called?
A lot lizard?
Lot lizard.
No, I'm a truck driver. I drive with my husband.
All right, and he's banging you good right now.
Yeah, he is. You want to hear it?
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let me put the phone down there.
What position you guys in?
We're laying side by side, and he's doing me from the side.
Oh, he's spooning you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's listen in.
Yeah, let's listen in.
Could you hear anything?
No. I think your phone is a little screwy. Or line 1, it seems to always be line 1 that does this.
You think it's line 1?
Yeah, it could be line 1.
Good point.
I have noticed.
It doesn't sound like you're enjoying it, actually, Lori.
I am. It feels real good. You hear me oohing?
No, I like it natural like that. If she's not an ooer or an ahher, that's fine.
No,
with
I
me.
don't want her to fake noises or anything, but is it going to get better?
No, I usually do ooh and all, but it's kind of hard to you and do do this. This is kind of weird.
That sound in the background, too, is annoying. It's...
Where are you, on the median?
On the truck off. Damn it. No, we're
You're screwing and trying to break the sound barrier at the same time.
Why did he say damn it?
because he had to get up and stop what he was doing.
Why?
He was enjoying it.
Why do you have to stop, we mean?
Yeah, why did he have to stop?
To get up and turn the truck off.
All right, just suck on it a little bit while he's turning the truck off.
To suck on it.
Could you tongue his ghoulie?
Okay, I'll suck it.
You will.
Here.
Damn.
The audio, it's bad audio. No, I like what they're doing, but the audio, the connection is not good. You can hardly hear it. It doesn't sound good, but it's not their fault. It's just the connection.
Yeah, got a B. Put your thing in at all. Baby.
I hate that.
I know. Why doesn't he rail you for a little bit as we go to break here?
It tastes kind of sweet.
Yeah, does it?
All right, Paul wants in on this. Paul, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I just want to let you know that Texas is now the unsexiest state in America.
There you go, Paul. Thank you.
All right, guys. Yes.
That's funny.
How does he know?
Well, Lori, you got one more shot at it to become the sexiest state in America. What else do you got for us?
I don't know. I can send you a picture.
Okay.
Well,
Yellow treats at AOL.com.
Pictures are always good, but you want to try one more banging here? Maybe doggy style?
Yeah.
All right, you tell him doggy style, you hold the phone, and we'll give you one more shot at this.
Okay, he wants you to do me doggy style.
Little spank on the buttocks, too.
Put a
He'll
collar on her
bust
and
his
leave her at the
load
truck
this
stop.
way.
What are you saying?
He'll bust his load this way.
He'll bust his load this
Oh,
way.
look at that. He'll bust his load this way.
Where-
Nice.
where's he going to put it?
Either hole.
I like that.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
He doesn't last long this way, though.
Good, no one does.
That's fine. Just let us know what's going on, okay? Tell him to go.
You're messing him up because he has to keep taking it out.
Why?
This is awkward talking on the phone doing this.
Put him on the phone for 1 second. We'll straighten him out. Put him on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hello.
We're trying not to mess you up, man. Are we messing you up?
It's too late for that shit.
Just think of just think of a little infant on her back watching your hog go in and out. A little baby who's hungry and needs to be fed.
You nasty fucker.
All right. Give her back the phone, and you take care of business. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Oh,
they're gone.
there they go.
That was great.
All right.
It was hard to hear.
Very hard to hear.
Unsexiest state in America.
We're not really taking a break. We're going to play Monster Rain in honor of
Just a little baby sitting there.
in honor of Jimmy's childhood stories today.
All right.
Here I am, out for a stroll, minding my own vampire business. Hey, what's that noise under the porch? I better investigate. Oh my goodness, stop that. I'm scarred for life. I was walking one fine day when I first saw two young eager boys hidden under the porch. One was little Jimmy Norton with eyes so round. He was on his friend's crotch making slurping sound. He did the rain, he did the monster rain, and now his clothes are all stained. He did the rain, it caused him mental pain. He did the rain, he did the monster rain. With his little puggy eyes and soft little breasts, young Jimmy saw that he was making a mess. His hair was all sticky, but he kept his pace. Now we know why he likes hookers to piss on his face. He did the rain. He did the monster rain. The monster rain. Little Jimmy was game. He did the rain. It caused him mental pain. He did the rain. He did the monster rain. The two boys were just having fun. The monster rain had just begun. The other boy's father caught them and he said,
Hey there, what are you doing to my son?
Hey, young Jimmy, let me tassel your hair. Why you're so sticky and covered in sweat? Your spit-stained cheeks are so very pale. Why not just invent a game called The First Night in Jail? He did the rain. He did the monster rain. The monster rain. Little Jimmy was game. He did the rain. And now his clothes are all stained. He did the rain. He did the monster rain. Now that Jimmy's a little older, he must repent that he has such memories of rubber cement. He should have protested and stated quite plain, dude, I'm not gonna taste your DNA. Oh no, you hear that? They're at it again. Man, that's disturbing. I'm going to have my eyes washed. Why would anybody even tell this story? Little Jimmy Norton's a sociopath.
Oh, he sure is. This is the Opie and Anthony Show, the O&A virus spreading across America.
Oh, yeah.
One of the many Monster Rain songs that have come in, Anthony.
Sweeping.
We have been playing the better ones, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find. There's a third one that's really good, but
is it?
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was all right.
Just all right?
Yeah, all right. I like the effort people put into it, but sometimes it doesn't turn out that good.
All right. John in Texas, what's up?
Hey, good morning, O&A.
How are you, buddy?
Oh, not too bad.
All right.
I would like to thank Jimmy for his PSA on Monster Rain because I found my second grade son and my kindergarten daughter playing something they called Monster Dark. They were in one of my bedrooms. They had the lights off. I went in, kind of freaked out. I heard giggling and sounds. Turned the lights on, and my little girl was just pulling up her underwear. Asked my son what the hell was going on. He said they were playing Monster Dark.
Monster Dark.
Excellent.
The sequel to Monster Rain.
Yes.
And
this was just last week.
Did he explain exactly what they were doing?
No, his face was bright red. He was totally freaked out that I had caught him. My little girl would not tell me what was going on.
Get used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be such a C blocker, sir. Let the kids enjoy themselves.
Thanks, I love you guys.
All right, thank you.
See you, bro.
This is the third woman to call the show today. Jenny in Jersey. What's up, Jenny?
Nothing. When I was younger, I had two playmates, and we played boyfriend-girlfriend, we used to call it.
Boyfriend and girlfriend was the game?
And we did everything with each other all the way up until 7th grade.
7th grade, really?
Mm-hmm.
Were they girls or guys?
Both girls.
They were girls, and one of you would be the boy and one would be the girl?
Yeah, most of the time I think it was at separate times. Like, we never all did it together.
Yeah.
So.
And what type of stuff would you do together?
We'd go down on each other, we'd finger each other. First grade, my friend she showed me my first porno.
You saw your first porno in the first grade?
Yeah, she had her brothers. They were both in their 20s.
Ooh. What's your story now?
My story or hers?
Slut?
No, not really.
I like that.
Kind of slut.
I have my moments.
Where are you from?
Jersey.
Ah. Whereabouts?
The predator that he is circling.
He's always on the lookout, Anthony.
He's lifted his nose in the air and he's sniffing in what direction the game is.
Yeah, what exit?
He's a great lookout.
Are you at work or at home?
I'm actually supposed to be in class right now.
Oh,
how old are you?
I'm 25. I'm going for my doctorate.
Oh, now you want to play doctor for a living?
Yeah.
Very cool.
You're a big fan of the show?
Yes, I bought XM Radio as soon as I heard you guys coming back.
Oh, thank you.
And you're a big fan of that game, What's in My Pants?
Yes, I am.
Well, what are you waiting for?
You want to play?
Do we have time to play What's in My Pants?
Just it.
All right, hold on the line.
All right.
Well, are you driving, though?
No, I'm actually in the parking lot at my university.
You know, I would love to play with Jenny, but the problem is the phone is a little bad.
Yeah, the phone is a little off.
Can you call us back from a better location? Maybe tomorrow or something?
I'll call back tomorrow.
Please?
No, because the phone isn't that great.
Please.
Jimmy
That's
wants
honestly
to
the only
spark
reason.
up a relationship here.
Anthony, Catty Shack 2. Really fast. I got some examples of Dan Aykroyd's fine acting in Catty Shack 2.
Fine acting? You think this is one of his better moments in film?
It's called sarcasm. I'm amazed every time this movie's on TV. I do take a peek.
I barely ever see it.
Trying to figure out why they would ever release this in the first place.
To try to get money that they wound up getting from Catty Shack.
It's the worst sequel ever. But more of a tragedy is the fact that Dan Aykroyd tried to act like Bill Murray in this movie instead of coming up, instead of them giving him another character or something.
Yeah. They had that one guy from Unsolved Mysteries. What the hell's his name?
Jack Palance?
Stack.
No, Robert Stack. He was in it. Chevy Chase reprising his role as Ty Webb and just doing an awful job, just stumbling through this one.
Jackie Mason?
Jackie Mason trying to take Rodney Dangerfield's place. And that's it. The Unsolved Mysteries guy was there to take the place of
Ted Knight, I guess, right?
And that just wasn't ever happening. It was what they did was they casted the movie. They cast this movie with people that are just second-rate excuses for who they had in the original movie, and it does not work.
I thought Aykroyd stole it though.
Shut up.
He was great.
Aykroyd got a hot wife.
Yeah, Donna Dixon, right?
Yeah, I'll say.
Might have been hot.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Back in the Hogan's Heroes days, but
Was she on that?
no.
Oh. God, am I dumb?
That was Ivan Dixon, I think.
There's a lot of people
Black
outside
guy.
the studio. What are we doing after the show today that all these people are around?
I don't know.
Anthony, so you want to hear this?
Yeah, let's hear the cringeworthy dialogue from Dan Aykroyd. Oh.
There's my objective. He's no threat. Nice duds, though.
Why would he do this voice?
Sure hate to mess him up. Oh, this is going to be an easy one. One quick stroke, I'll bonk him and be out of here by sundown. Easiest money I ever made. How the hell am I supposed to concentrate with Smurf like that walking around? Oh, you did that on purpose.
Was he after the gopher?
Naughty.
He's meaning the gopher.
Well, I may have to put you in the duck suit and your little dog, too.
Oh,
Hey, your little dog, too.
that's so funny.
You little subversive vermin.
Was he thinking...
He improv that, I bet
Was he thinking, wow, this is going to be as big as Bill Murray's character was in Caddyshack 1? Like people are going to quote these lines for years to come, and it's going to be a classic movie moment. I'll just try to put on a similar voice and be retarded and walk around. I just never got this.
These next two clips, they're short. It's embarrassing.
I can't listen to it. I'm like
Remember the
cringing.
arrow in the ass and sucking out the poison? This is so embarrassing
This is
to
funny
listen
stuff.
to and to watch.
Funny stuff.
Okay, little gopher. Hey, your friend Tom. I got junk food. Everybody loves mass-produced cream-filled pastries. They're good.
Jim.
I was just trying to get your attention before. Come on. They're good. Huh? Very subtle, Mrs. Esterhaus. I read you. Loud and clear.
What?
I don't know, he's looking for the gopher.
Woo! That hurts.
Boing.
I think it was a big mistake tipping that arrowhead with poison. Yeah.
So he has the arrow with the poison in his ass now.
Yeah.
Can I say that was the one weak part of the first one was that stupid gopher? I hated the dancing gopher. Although it reminded me of Ben
Yeah.
Sparks' body. That's the only thing I liked about the gopher was that it reminded me of young Ben. Awkward and dancing.
And then finally,
Excuse me, Mr. Something. Might I trouble you for a scalpel or some forceps or maybe even a pair of pliers? See, I had a little trouble getting out of the roughs over there, and damn if I didn't accidentally shoot myself with a poison-tipped crossbow dart. If I pull the arrow out, will you please
suck out the poison for me?
That's gotta be awkward.
You pull it out, I suck. Is there any money in it for me?
Chevy. Chevy.
He's considering it.
That's Chevy. That's Chevy. You never know what he's going to say.
Oh, no.
That's nutty.
Someone filmed this, saw this, and said, yeah, we can release this.
Yep.
It's
that is
awful. And coming off of the fact that Catty Shack is such a good, funny movie, it makes it even worse.
Gopher.
That's,
All right, we got a couple minutes left.
Greed.
Let's go to Rob. What did you learn on the Opie and Anthony show today, Rob?
How you doing, guys?
Hi, Rob.
How you doing, Logsy? I learned
Logsy.
that every five-star hotel in Iraq comes with an AK-47 and a pot of coffee.
And a pot of coffee. Very good.
Logsy.
It was a very educational show after all. Frank, what did you learn today?
Opie still hates one thing.
Oh,
Leave it on. Good boy.
Vacuum.
Excellent call. You don't like that, do you, Opie?
No, not at all. It's not even a joke.
Opie
I don't
freaks
know. I don't know
out.
where that comes from.
It's like scratching a blackboard to Opie.
Oh my God!
The sound of a vacuum cleaner.
Wow,
I love that sound.
that is the
And the
weirdest
smell. I love the smell of vacuum.
It goes right through me. I don't know why. PJ from the Bronx, what did you learn on the show today?
Hey, how you doing? I learned a couple of things that are a little
It's
scrumptious.
still getting me. What?
I learned a couple of things about my dear Scrumptious over there.
Hi. Okay.
How you doing? All right, first of all, I learned that when you were little, you made a little brown bear go crinkle crinkle with Felipe the Indian from the Village People.
Okay.
And second, that his new imaginary friend is Claire from the little game Guess Who. When you were little, you play peekaboo with her when you flip her up and down. All right, I'm going to punch you out.
He knew.
Steve, what did you learn on the show today?
Hey, boys. I learned that Anthony's imaginary friends were the KKK. I also learned that Opie prefers to fist.
Very good.
Did say that.
I said I like a little fist. Just a little. Cage learned Jim Norton is the coffee diva. Cody from Buffalo. I learned today Lisa Lampanelli equals Triumph the insult moose. Detective David in Jersey. I learned today way too effing much about Norton. And Mike in Jersey today I learned that Wendy would lose it if Aunt dropped the C-bomb in front of her.
Yes.
I think that's about it for today, right?
We're winding down.
Guido learned black Japanese bees are called honets.
That was pretty good. All right, let's go to Tampa. Adam, what's going on?
Hey, guys, I learned that Hulu is having people rub phones up against their boobs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's describing them as veiny. He's stealing the what's in my pants and putting the what's in my blouse.
Oh, yeah?
There you go. All right. Thank you.
Punch it out.
Bye, sir.
Rob in Illinois, what did you learn on the show today?
I learned that Norton likes his women like he likes his coffee.
Hell yeah.
Under 18.
Very good. All right. Want to thank Francine for stopping in with her comedy tape. I think we went to dead air during that segment. I think they got a fix for the replay, hopefully.
And Jaime, if will be up tomorrow, and I think Jaime will be doing a little reading for that dead air.
Oh. All right. Also, Jeffrey Ross. Thanks for him stopping by. He's going to be at Caroline's all this weekend, and I think that's all we got for today.
But we're going to go to show. You guys can come down.
I suppose we get an entire nation to sit through a massive dick show.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey kids, just in time for Christmas, it's the Jim Norton talking doll.
Die!
You know him from the Opie and Anthony show, and you've probably seen him receiving yellow discipline in cheap motels.
Shut up, stupid!
Now you can bring him home. Just squeeze his mule and let the sparks fly.
Don't try to make a poignant statement, you ass!
Made entirely of recycled rubbers and stuffed with nails and broken glass, the talking Jim Norton doll is fun for everyone in the family, even Mom.
Just keep filleting your husband until he pays the bill.
Oh, that Jim. What will he say next?
You talk like Foghorn Leghorn. Shut up.
It's an educational toy, too. Who better to learn about the birds and the bees than from Uncle Jim?
It's not rape if they blink twice for yes.
Comes complete with martini glass, shaker, and vial of urine. Some assembly required.
Shut your yap.
New from Stinko. It's the Jim Norton talking doll.
You stink.
Available where Megan's Law doesn't apply.
I was walking down the street and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans." So I did. And he plummeted 17 floors and was was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus.